Well, let's see what happens. Hopefully the mics are on. Oh, it's going to have to be off over there. I know that. This one's going to have to skip an ad.
Don't overpay for Apple.
No, don't overpay. Skip an ad. Okay, we got some playback going. We'll see if anyone's in the house. Happy Labor Day weekend. Just getting rocking and rolling. See where it goes. Boom Best 88, Joshua Co. How you doing? Happy Saturday. It's gonna take a little bit to build it up. The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs. Whoa! JT is all business in the house. And not only is he in the house, he's dropping a $5 super chat. Thank you, JT, for the support of the channel. I appreciate that. Mr. Fold-Mraz, doing a radio show tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right, again, bear with me. I'm just getting started. Mr. Fold-Mraz, drop. All right, and Brenda Canada. Life with Linda, Jenny Marseth, HSFL Paranormal, Bryce from New Zealand, Cab 7 raid. What? I didn't even know he was live. See, I never check when I go live. I never check. Oh my goodness. Is this the Bryce with a new channel? Not a great gamer. Not a great gamer's in the house. The Crazy Pop, Mary Neal. Love my dandelion minivan, Mike. Tweet it out. Let them know we're live on Labor Day, Saturday night. But only tweet it out if you like the content. Not because it's like a pressure thing. I want to clarify that. Double X Toxic Double X. On the Cab 7 raid. Hippie Chick. Minivan Mike, let's grow. Oh! Really? Really? I'm sorry. You know, JT is all business. I was talking about you the other day about, how you were saying. A lot of uploads. Well, Saturday. I said Saturday, I did. That's what happens when you're on social media and YouTube. I did say Saturday. I would have to look at my phone. JT is all business correcting me. Yes, it's Sunday. I went to church today. I said Saturday. Happy Saturday. Oh my goodness. Screwed the pooch on that one. Wow. E-Ways Mike. Good to see ya. Oh, boy. I'm just checking something here. Yeah, I just reinstalled my OBS the other day, JT. It was just glitching out so bad. Tiffany Pagoda. Sorry I skipped. Skipped what? It's 38:33. I'll watch the next one. Cab 7 raid. Hey, that's all right. 31 up in the house, Fighting Spirit. Yeah, we'll get into talking about money tonight. Money and emotions and social media bankrupting you. Kind of geared towards what we're doing on YouTube here. Miss Becky Taylor in the house. Yo, smash that like if you like it. Well, it seems like people like these topics because, we... And the entertainment, getting away from the networking. That should be ad, not as... I have no idea what that says. That should be ad, not as LOL. Tiffany's. Well, okay. It's all good. Mary Neal, my cable bill is $180 a month. Yeah, welcome to social media nightmare. Oh, I'll tell you. I'll give you some real transparent. I'll tell you about what it costs to run a YouTube channel. See, a lot of people think, you know, they think I'm a small channel, relatively small. You know, I'm like 6,000 plus. You know, I'm at 6,072. And a lot of people think like, oh, wow, they must be killing it. They must be killing it. Far from the truth. Far from the truth. Even big YouTubers are not killing it that have 100,000 plus. Some do. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nobody does. And I'm not saying some small channels don't. But it's kind of perception, you know? The crazy pop. Gotta love when the Wacky's live. Jeepers, I think I want to sing a song to Crazy Pop. That's just so cool. Crazy Pop, thanks for saying you love it when the Wacky's live. Thanks for saying that. I know I'm sometimes full of jive. Crazy Pop, I really like that comment tonight. It really got me motivated to have a good live stream to do it right. Oh, yeah. Help Animals Live in the house. Thank you, Cab7, for the raid. Thank you, JT is All Business, for the super chat. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of questions. I'll probably have some friends show up here. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the realities of YouTube. Well, social media, bankrupting. You know, because it can be financially, it can be emotionally. Dasher the Smasher, g'day, mate. Oh, crap, that coffee's cold. Ah! I thought I had a... that's fine. I'll do it to get to the hot coffee, which is here. Okay, guys, I'm taking one for the team. Wacky's going to drink the cold coffee to get to the hot coffee. Chug it, chug it. Patrick Holland, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. We should have a good stream tonight. We should have some good discussion. Oh, I'm just funning with you, Jenny. Gana's in here. Good to see you. I don't mind cold coffee, but come on, I gotta be dramatic, right? No, a lot of people think I like the coffee for the caffeine. Like, wake up, like, yeah, like I need more energy. Actually, it's like for the voice a lot, for talking. That's why I like hot coffee. RJ the Blind Visionary, good to see ya. And just want to... Okay, nothing to worry about there. All right. Everything looks good on the playback. I'm still kind of watching my playback a little bit because I just reinstalled OBS. I did that about 4 days ago. Bryce from New Zealand. I'm the Bryce with the small channel from New Zealand. So it's the dude. Bryce is the dude. Bryce is the dude. Michigander Man Rob, how you doing tonight? The Crazy Pop, I hope everyone's having a great Labor Day weekend. Yes, Dash the Smasher's at work, but on lunch break at the moment. He's got 30 minutes left. Oh, it's like Star Trek. Dash to the Smasher. Scotty, I've got to have 30 minutes. I need some microwaved popcorn. Sorry, Dasher. Material comes from the chat. You know how that goes. Last lady standing. We've been live for, how long have we been live here? We'll get into this topic. 9 minutes. Takes a while just to say hi to everyone. Some of my friends said they'd probably come up here tonight, so I will have some guests at some point. At some point, I will have some guests. And we'll talk money a little bit because I think, perception's everything. And I think a lot of people think with a channel that, you're rolling in the dough. Jenny Mars has some awesome news to share. Okay. All right. Well, share it. Cab 7 said he wants to. Yeah, I've got the invites out. I'm going to be live for several hours. Lady Swan, how you doing? So we're going to have some good talk about money. Because I know, a lot of people, I hear this all the time. All the time. First, I don't know where this rumor came from. People think that I am rich.
You are rich.
Oh, someone is here. Hold on a sec. Someone is here. Hold on. Finally, someone's here.
I heard you was rich.
We got to... 2 people are here. Holy crap. Let me crank up the desktop audio. Hold on a sec. How you guys doing?
What's going on, Wacky?
It's nice that you joined the show. It's optional, of course. I'm like, you're always welcome, of course. We're going to talk about money tonight. Bankrupt on social media. Goes like, oh, great. Is that what I signed up for tonight? I put in the link. I said this.
I haven't seen any real money on social media from YouTube or anything like that yet. So you can't break somebody that's already broke, okay?
Oh, my goodness. How you doing, Recycle Dude?
I'm doing well. I want to say hello to Dasher, the Smasher, and everybody in the chat. What's going on?
Here, I'll actually put it on the speaker view so it'll alternate while you talk. Yeah, I was going to do this earlier, but I decided to do it a little bit later. I just figured, why not a little bit later? I got a bunch of questions, and I even have some things to tell people about the expenses of our YouTube channels, I mean,
Expenses like editing softwares.
Oh, editing.
Expenses like Zoom. Expenses like your internet cost, your internet speed. What speed what's in your budget?
Yeah.
What's available?
PayPal fees, all sorts of stuff. And I've got some questions for the audience, for the panel, because I run into this all the time where people juxtapose. Good to see you, by the way. TN Couponers in here. Carol out of the comfort zone. Redneck Connection.
And don't forget, after you've made $600 off of income from your AdSense and Super Chats and all that stuff paid into your PayPal or to your checking account from YouTube, Uncle Sam's going to want his share.
Oh, yeah. Taxes.
And to have, even at PayPal's going to take a percent. Then you got to pay a PayPal fee. Pretty much any of the things. And then especially like you were saying earlier, the internet, the computers you're using.
Oh, don't forget that YouTube takes 35% right off the top of all your Super Chats.
Oh, yeah. People don't realize that. I see people all the time that will say to me like, man, you're really killing it, Wacky. I saw a bunch of Super Chats go up the other night. And I would dare someone to watch the whole stream and watch like 2. And by the way, guys in the chat, I appreciate all the Super Chats and everything. What I'm trying to make a point of is perception. Perception. Where people think, wow, you're killing it. They see these Super Chats, $2, $5, $2. Do you know, if you were to make $100 on a show, and that doesn't happen that often, you would only get $66 roughly of that if you made 100.
Yep.
So if you watch a whole show, like a live stream like this, and if you were to see $35 in Super Chats for this show, YouTube would take a third of that. So my cut on that would be what, 20? Roughly? And that's only if at the end of this live stream I had $35 in. Do you realize that YouTube pays hardly anything for live streams?
And then you have to take out you don't forget to take your taxes out of that so that you can pay Uncle Sam quarterly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's so many people in here. I got to do another round of shout outs here. Oh, I can relate to this. Lou, I sent you a link on Twitter. You're welcome to come. You know that, brother Lou. We've got Recycle Dude, Ghost Mafia up in the chat. We're going to talk money tonight. And I'm going to admit something, Ghost and Recycle Dude. I'm going to admit something. Okay. I'm going to put a little spin on it. I used to give some channels grief about asking for money. I actually did. I used to. But the longer I'm on YouTube, I'm actually going to say that I've changed. I'm actually going to say that. I take back giving people grief about asking for money on their channels.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
Cab 7 raid.
Oh yeah, I know. That's been going on.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
just-
yep. That's what I said earlier. But there's so many people, and I gotta. Let's see. Who did I miss? Jory Cox. I am Hopfrog. ACF All Caliber Firearms. Nancy Holmes.
Jenny Marseth.
Yeah. Yep. Chris Salez is in here. Subdued Excitement. AJ is in here. Still going on with the Cab 7 raid. Pastel Lupins. Angels Among Us is in here. Let's see here. Just to name a few. Oh, here. Maybe I'll switch to the other view.
I got my audio messed up. Sorry.
Sounds all right here.
Hello, Lou.
All right, that should be better.
Yeah.
Sounds
And-
good.
What's up, guys?
Hey, just gonna get into money tonight a little bit, and just audience perception and some of the ways that I've changed my outlook on channels that ask for money, and just a lot of things. I got Cap 7's here too.
Cab 7's in the house.
Cab 7 raid, by the way.
I know. Thank you for that, brother.
Oh, yeah, you bet, man.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Hey, I want to say hello to Recycle Dude, Ghost Mafia, to Lou Rock, and to our wonderful host, Green Bay Wacky.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I got a list of stuff too. I got a list of questions and stuff we can ask the audience. and-
Also, I came from JoJo's stream, but she said to let you know she's seen the description,
yeah.
and well, I'll tell you what she said to you after the stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Sandra Breaker. Row.
Yeah, she's like, you let him know that I'm not happy with him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What?
I don't know.
Is social media bankrupt? I'm going to talk about YouTube channel expenses.
I'll tell you what, I got a lot to say about
And,
this.
and I got questions. Wait, hold on, Lou. What JoJo have against
No,
this
wait.
topic?
Okay, so this is what she would have read.
Yeah.
Just how does it cost? How much does it cost a YouTuber using social media to grow your business or channel? Let's talk about. I think she was talking about what you guys had talked about and what she had told you the other day.
Mm.
She's not mad at you.
Oh,
She's like, you tell Green Bay Wacky I said, like that. So I told you.
Seeing as though we're great friends with JoJo, I have a feeling that we're not actually on any bad terms.
Right.
I'm just running with
So
the
I
audience.
just wanted to let you know. She said if I didn't tell you what she said, she was going to kick my ass, and she scares me. So
well, the reason I want to talk about this, me and Cab were talking about this earlier today, and the first misconception I think when people come into the live streams, especially when they come to I'm a relatively small channel, but some people act like I'm a really big channel. And I've had people think, man, you're crushing it, Wacky. You're killing it. So I'm going to ask the audience, how many people think like channels 5,000 above are crushing it and killing it? Like money-wise. How many people in the audience actually think that? I'm just curious.
And I get this a lot because, I am so recognized on YouTube. Now, I don't have a real large subscriber count. I'm under 4,000 subscribers. I've only been doing this for a year and a half, but I put myself out there all over the place, and that people come up, say, you're everywhere. I see you everywhere. I see you in chats. I see you up on panels. I see you everywhere. For as small as my channel is, I'm one of the more recognized people on YouTube. And, with that, people think that you're a big channel. And I get that all the time. I'll get up on somebody's panel. They're like, it's Ghost Mafia. Oh my God. And he's like, how many subscribers you got now? And I go, 3,500. And they're like, what? Yeah, it's one of those things. And you're the same way, Green Bay, and even Cab and Lou. And Lou's got like 1 billion subscribers, but even Recycle Dude, we get up on other people's panels and we've seen, and our recognition is a lot more than what our sub count portrays. So a lot more people know you than what are subscribed to you.
I agree with that.
James
for sure.
Cox is out in the chat. How you doing, James?
All right, well, let's
And,
touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
What,
You said
James Cox?
Well, I don't want to touch James
No,
Cosby.
let me say one thing though, and then you go ahead and talk, Lou. James, good to see you in the chat, and Lulu Love You is out in the chat as well.
Lulu.
Yeah, she's got. I mean, you never know. And Sandra DTV is out there. Zach Sanford. I just want to make this statement as we jump into this because we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. If we seem to ignore the chat a little, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of points made tonight. So just hang with us, and enjoy the conversation. Sometimes when we get into these topic live streams, sometimes we don't talk the chat as much. I'll try to type to people a little bit. But yeah, go ahead, Lou. Starting off with the first opening thing that a lot of people think we're killing it on money.
Well, that's the thing. When Ghost mentioned my channel, he goes, "Oh well, Lou Rock, he's up there. He's got lots of subscribers." Let me tell you something. It takes so much money to run a. All right, you would say I have 20,000 subscribers. I guarantee, in a way, not from the way other people do it, but from an investment standpoint, that I've spent more than $1 on each one of my subscribers through the investments that I've made in my channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Easily.
when you start talking about, and Lou puts out, if you guys seen the video that he dropped yesterday, puts out excellent videos, and he's always trying to better himself and always trying to make the video content better for his viewers. And now with that comes investments. With that comes audio equipment, video equipment, editing software.
Well, Ghost, you did it with me. You did it with me. I spent 5 weeks on 2 videos.
Yeah.
5 weeks on 2 videos. So when you're saying killing it, it doesn't just stop with 5,000, 10,000, 20,000.
No.
I know channels up there in the hundreds of thousands that are struggling. Now, when you're coming down to saying, are we doing this full time? We're doing this more than full time.
More than full time. You're absolutely right. I said this the other day. We made the comment, man, someday I'd love to do this full time and, have a career at it. And we were in a hangout the other night, and I said, wait a minute. I got to correct that. We're doing this more than full time. I got to rephrase it. Someday we'd just like to get paid for it. That's all.
16 to 18 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Right. It's not just the money we put into the equipment, but like Lou was saying, and Ghost, and how many hours you put into videos and streams, you don't get paid by the hour. So, it's pretty much part of
traveling expenses.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Maintenance, upkeep. Not just on a vehicle, but on your system that you're using to put your content out on, your computers, your audio equipment,
And now they hit us with this Google Hangouts is gone, and now we're all paying for
Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah. TN Cooper, I've been working over 50 hours a week at my job, still making videos. That's good. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do both. Of course, you have to do both.
So when people say that they're viewer funded, or say, if you like the comment, there's a super chat button down there. Let us know that you like the comment. Leave a donation. There's PayPal or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not that they're trying to wring you for money. It's just they're trying to keep the channel going. They're trying to keep everything flowing so that they're not taking money away from their family to put into the channel just to entertain the masses,
Yeah.
I love the community. I love putting out videos. I love doing the shows that we do and everything. And, to keep that going and keep the internet on and things like that, that's one of my goals for my channel is to build it up to where the AdSense and super chats and things that come into my channel end up making it sustain itself. So I'm not taking away from my family to entertain.
Well, I've changed. See, I've changed myself. I'll see what you guys think about this. I really have. I used to give channels grief about asking for money. Oh, look at that channel. They're asking for money. I think there is a balance. Where I can tell some channels that are always just, give me money, give me money, give me money. And that's what the whole stream's about. I'm still kind of against. I think you got to be tasteful about it. But I realized as time went on, jeepers, when every month you put in all these hundreds of hours, and at the end of the month you don't get a check.
Well, and that's where YouTube changed. It used to be at your level, Green Bay, you could actually make a few bucks.
I know,
not a lot, but a few bucks on YouTube. And then everything changed. The AdSense, the rate of payout for your commercial views and things like that have dropped to near nothing.
Yeah, it is. I looked at my AdSense. Guys out in the chat, I've had months, I've said this before, where I've had like almost 2 million views, minutes, which you'd think is a lot, right? You'd think is a lot. And I looked at my AdSense for the year. Now, right now we're in August, right? We're in August. My actual AdSense for my channel, for all the live streams, all the views, everything, I'm being transparent here, guys. It was like $500, like an AdSense. So YouTube's been running ads on my videos for 8 months, my live streams, everything. And the actual AdSense that's what the AdSense is.
And people have to watch.
Yeah, jump in, Cab, and recycle, dude. Yeah.
No, I want Recycle Dude to go ahead first. Go ahead there.
Well, I was just going to make another point that not only that, but then people, because the AdSense doesn't pay much, but then people, that's for people that are watching the ads as well. It's not, besides the ads you can skip, the people that, you know what I'm saying, that even to get the little pennies you get, they got to watch the ads on top of that.
They do, yeah. Alyssa Paris Rock fam, good to see you.
Hey, Alyssa, good to see you.
And Beth Plant, good to see you.
So here's my question for you, Green Bay.
Yeah.
A real quick question.
And then I'll ask some questions.
A year ago, last April.
Yep.
So that was when they first put the first changes into effect and changed it to where you had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. Just before that is when they changed the AdSense and the revenue payout for your AdSense.
Yep.
Now, prior to that time, what could you make in a month on YouTube with the AdSense and your super chats and things like that? Were you actually making, would you say?
Well, I'll give you an example. My other account my other channel, which I don't post in anymore, I didn't even get probably 1/30th of the views that I get now. And I was making that $100 plus threshold just on AdSense. I never live streamed ever on my other channel. And I would hit that threshold off little videos that were just getting like, 300 views, 200 views, 100 views, piddly stuff, and I was making the threshold. Now, my watch time minutes are going in the hundreds of thousands and even into the millions. And I can't even make the $100 threshold off AdSense.
There you go.
This channel, guys, and a lot of channels out there, that's what we're doing this night, are 100% viewer supported.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. They're 100%.
I'll tell you
something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been very damn patient.
Yes.
And letting you guys but I've got to share this.
Into it. I've got questions too. I've got structure.
I know you do, but just give me a second here. I got to share two little points. Okay.
Do it.
One is I had Juxtapose up on my panel.
Yes, he did. I was watching.
I had Juxtapose.
Okay.
Up on my
He did.
and Green Bay.
Yeah.
You need to get him up on your panel, okay? The guy's got some knowledge. The guy is smart as a whip, and no one can deny it that was over at my live stream. So if you get an opportunity, bring him up on your panel because the guy knows his shit, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I like Juxtapose. Hey, he's the one that started the Cap 7 dance on hashtag greenbaywacky moist.
Well, I'm just letting you know now, okay? So Juxtapose is out in the chat right there looking.
Okay.
And Michigan Underman says, Dave, can I come up?
Quite possibly, yeah. Let me just get into a few things here. I've got wow. By the way, bankrupt too can be social media, can be emotionally too, See, here's what I'm wondering to the audience. Like, when is a live stream when should it be viewer supported? What level? Where is there a level? When you're putting all this money into your equipment and all that, is there a certain point where you're now really trying to deliver entertainment versus just turning your cell phone on? See, that's what I wrestle with in my mind. Because I've invested so much in my equipment.
You know what I like to see is transparency. I like the transparency thing. If somebody's going to try to raise money for something, do it, and I want to see you do it and get it done. I've seen some in some cases, um some channels that don't put out what they're supposed to be putting out. It's just, I don't know. I think at any level, if somebody's putting their heart and soul and a lot of their time and work into their channel, because I've seen some channels with close to no subscribers that have such a great production value and have a channel that should have millions of subscribers have close to nothing. And I know that they invested a lot into these videos that they're putting out there. I like the transparency thing. I think if they're being straight with you, they're saying, "Hey, I'm paying for this, this, and this." I I I think it's acceptable. But I do think that there's certain practices out there that are less than admirable.
Yeah. By the way, reviewing, playing in more RPM. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. And just want to recap as we jump into this. We've only been live for like 29 minutes. We've got Ghost Mafia, Lou Rock, Cap 7, Recycle Dude that all came up here tonight to talk about this. And thanks for being up here, guys.
I know of a couple channels that they started a YouTube channel. They didn't need money. They didn't even need to monetize on YouTube. They had money before they were ever on YouTube. So expenses like cameras and audio equipment and the biggest, baddest ass computer that you can get, OBS, and they've been using that stuff for a long time. They're whizzes with it. But their content that they put out was, the you could tell the passion wasn't in it. I mean, you get when you have to go out there and work for what you got. There's a lot more that goes into it, and I see that with Lou Rock's videos and his channel a lot. So the passion that he puts into it, you can almost tell that he appreciates what he does, and he's very proud of what he does because it comes through in his videos, and he's had to work his way up through the ranks of YouTube to get where he is now.
I've busted my ass,
and it comes through on channels. It does. I mean, Lulu Love You, Cab 7, Green Bay Wacky, myself, even Recycle Dudes. We're not rich. We don't have Porsches sitting in the driveway. Some of us, seriously, it looks like a really pretty microphone, but I ordered it off Wish. The microphone was $18. The boom was $11. I didn't even buy it all at the same time. I had to buy it over a period of time to get the setup that I have now. And it was cheap. I ordered it from China. And I've told people time and time again, yeah, you can get good stuff from China if you know what you're doing and you know how to hook it up right.
I've seen Cab 7 even spend the thousands for like equipment, new computer, mics. That Cab 7 has actually invested in equipment.
Thousands.
That computer you bought was like $1,000, man.
Oh, well, I had that before YouTube.
No, you got a new one because for live streaming.
But you know what I'm saying is like,
invest.
it seems like the people that really should be making money off of their videos and things on YouTube, the ones that have really bust their ass and grew their channel and, had to budget to get good equipment over periods of time and get things on credit and pay it off and things like that. It seems like it comes through in their videos and things because they've had to work harder for it and they're more appreciative of it. And even their channels, they're more appreciative of their channels.
Well, I'll tell you, just for the audience sake, this is just a rough list of what I've bought in the last 18 months for this channel to do these live streams. Mind you, this is a rough list. That means there's things I'm forgetting. I've bought 2 computer systems. The first one, it just couldn't handle. It's pretty good. I needed a little more power to do all the bells and whistles to have a live stream such as this, for example. So 2 computer systems, the one I spent over $700 on, and I did this on a budget. I built both of these myself. And this other one over here, I ended up spending almost $500 on. So that's $1,200 for 2 computers. There's 2 cameras that I have, Logitechs. That's why I have 2, like one here and one there. And just to let you know some of the expenses that a lot of you guys out there in the chat, I'll bet, can relate to. I bought 2 microphones, the Yeti plus my other one. I bought a soundboard to do the echo effect, headphones, speakers. I bought Wondershare Filmora. I bought a thumbnail maker, a subscription to a service for making green screen backgrounds. I bought screen capture software. I bought a better phone because I need it for filming. I buy halogen lights I bought for the studio, and those burn out. They're $8 a strip for the bulbs to replace when they burn out. Light bulbs, hats. I'm a member of Zoom now. That's $15 a month. I've had computer breakdowns where I've had to fix hard drives. That's just a short list. What about you, Recycle Dude? You've spent money on equipment.
So I was just gonna say. So recently, I had to upgrade my mic because my old mic was echoing a lot. So I bought this mic. I bought a amplification system for the mic. I bought a little soundboard here. I bought a Logitech camera because the camera I was using was the built-in one of the laptops, so it's more clear and such. And then I finally got unlimited data for my phone, so I could do live streaming and stuff. I was just going to say, I was going to touch on something you guys said. When people say viewer-supported channels, I think that's basically what it means. Like all the stuff you see, the good production, the sound, the video editing, all that stuff goes in that. So it definitely makes total sense to do that. I mean, it shows in your channel.
It does show in your channel, and it shows in the gratitude of the host of the channel when he is getting supported by his viewers.
And
I show off. June, it made me bankrupt. That's what I'm getting at. I didn't have all that money. I had to take a loan for some of that stuff. A loan. I have a payment every month.
HSFL Paranormal and Dr. Fish, good to see you. June Gall, big hugs to you. But I got to share something with you there, Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think the best investment in YouTube is investing in your own personality. Because if you have an awesome personality, you're going to get people continue to come back because they love the hell out of you.
Yep.
If you're boring and dull, I don't care what microphone you got, what computer you got, it's not going to make no damn difference. You've got to have the personality.
Absolutely true.
Can I comment on that right there?
Yeah.
I once asked this question actually to Omar Gosh, and what his advice is to make people fall in love with you, not your content. So I agree with that 100%. It's about your personality, who you are, and most of all, you working on yourself that's the biggest part of it.
My only problem is
take advice.
My only problem is I bought my personality.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I'm just kidding.
You bought your personality. Well, I always tell people, I've had people say, Wacky, I just bought a new $1,700 computer. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But I've actually said, do you have the personality and the drive and all that to go with that new computer? Because you can't, I know you can't expect to get it back on YouTube. It's a risk, you got to do it because you believe in what you're doing, but you can't necessarily guarantee you're going to get that investment back.
Not at all.
Yeah, that is true. No matter how much good stuff you have, if people
you got some really expensive cameras, Lou, and stuff that you use for.
I took a truck that I built, and I put a lot of work and I loved my truck, and I started doing YouTube, and I had a couple of chances that I was was given, and I figured I wanted to follow that path and follow that dream. And so I sold that truck, and I sold that truck to do what I wanted to do. I believed in myself enough to do this. And do I miss my truck? Yes, I miss my truck. It was awesome. And but would I not do it again? I would definitely do it again. I would do it again in a second, because you know what? I've gotten this far. And I was just thinking about that the other day. Getting to 20,000, I would have never thought that. No way. Like, I can't do that. No way. But yeah, there's tons of expense when it comes to this stuff. The expense never stops. There's so many different kinds of expense, especially for different kinds of channels. I know just the mukbanging community. I've heard some of the mukbanging community talk about how much money they have to spend on the food, and the food is like, when I heard the number, the bill for a week, my head was spinning. I was like, no way, you're spending that much money on food? And it's a sacrifice, and it's a risk like the lottery, because it doesn't always work out the way you want it to work out, But another bit of advice that I got from that guy Omar was,
that guy Omar.
Yeah, from that guy Omar.
That guy. He's got like 3 million followers.
Yeah, he said, if you put your heart and soul into something for long enough, and you do your best, you give it your 100, and you're at it with everything, every part of your being, it's an inevitability that you will be successful from doing that. No matter what you put if say you wanted to be the best guy in building houses, or the best dentist, or anything, if you put your heart and soul into something and you put your best into it, I think that's the key to success. And I've seen a lot of channels that don't ask for money do very well, because they don't. It's a hairy line. It's, some people think it's okay, some people disagree with it. I've seen both sides of the fence, and I think a lot of the creators out there are definitely justified to at least want to break even.
Well, yeah, that's the thing I wanted to touch on also, because I want to ask the audience this. There's 56 people in there. Answer honestly, and then I'll ask the panel. Do you think it's okay for channels to ask for money from the audience for support? Do you actually think that's okay?
I think you need to ask James Cox that.
James Cox. You know what? I take back. Hey, I'll be the first to admit, James used to ask for money. Yep. Got on his case a little bit. James, I retract it. I take it back. James, I take it back. I actually do.
Oh, there you go.
There's a public apology to James Cox. I'm serious. The more I'm on YouTube, I've changed. I've actually changed.
One of your biggest supporters there, Green Bay Wacky, asked a question. Life with Laura Michael said, Green Bay Wacky.
Yeah.
How does social media cause you to bankrupt a person?
Well, okay, a couple things. We're including YouTube as social media, so we're talking about the expenses related with running a YouTube channel, the actual money out of pocket, but also it can be bankrupting you emotionally and spiritually. That's another side to it. Maybe not spiritually. You know what I mean? Like Facebook and Twitter and,
But I just think some people want their quality, and they're so, their channel means so much to them and what the viewers are seeing, that sometimes they spend money on their channel they don't even have. So that's a way they can.
Good point. And when I started my channel out, I was that guy. I wanted to have the best quality. I wanted to have, the best, video feed. I want to have the best internet. I want all that. I wanted to have the best computer. What did I do? I couldn't afford the best computers. I couldn't afford the best webcams, the best audio equipment. I'm literally rebuilt a laptop, which was found in the dumpster.
Yeah, I know.
This is a dumpster dive Dell computer that I am on right now. It's a dumpster dive find that I rebuilt. Now, the fan in it has went out. So I've got a cooling plate under it and an exhaust fan hooked up to it as well. I've got 8 fans on this computer right now to keep it from overheating because the internal fan does not work.
I know you did do that. And
again, budget.
Budget.
Microphone first. I set it back. I waited till I had all the components that I needed to hook it up and get it working right.
I'm going to hit this.
Power, all that. It's been a process. Everything that I've done and everything that I've built on has been done on a budget through, websites like Wish or Amazon, dumpster dive finds.
Well, here's
I
what
built my channel on that, literally.
Here's what I want to hit a few of these answers to the question, should people ask for money? And by the way, Southern Belle, I think that was you the other night. I think, and you did donate to the channel, and I want to acknowledge and thank you. That did go through, by the way. I think that was Southern Belle. I sent you an email. Thank you. They said it on the live stream. Thank you, by the way. So Southern Belle says yes. Jory Cox says periodically. Chris Celez says it depends. Beth Plant says as long as it's not often. Valerie says suggest donations, ask no. Jenny Marsa says it depends. TN Couponer says, I think it is okay, but not to do it in every video. Juxtapose says, since YouTube is screwing people, I think it's fine to ask for money. David Melbourne says, of course it's okay. Tucker Family Vlog says, it all depends on what they're asking it for. It all depends on what they're asking it for. Patrick Heaven, no. If they are good people, will give to keep it going.
I think it boils down to what Cab 7 said in the stream the other day.
Don't overdo it with begging, Redneck Connection.
I think if you're totally transparent, you come to your audience and be like, look, I need to get a new soundboard. This one's shorting out. I need to get a new soundboard. It's $25. If you guys want to donate to the channel to help get that new soundboard, we can get it ordered right away. If not, I'll get it in time. Not a big deal. But, if you put it out there like that and you're honest about where the money's going and it's going back into the channel to create content and things like that, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Now, is it okay to say, hey, guys, my computer is just fine. It works, but I want this $3,000 Core 10, 160 gig of RAM supercomputer to be able to live stream for you, and you should buy it for me. That's
I need that.
But tell me this though.
I need that exact computer so I can edit my videos, Mr. Mafia.
But here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, I'm following you on that, Ghost. But is it a bad thing to ask for support just simply for your time that you're putting into your channel? Does it always have to be for equipment? Because then it's like, okay, I'm going to live stream for free, but I need a new computer component. Can you help me out on the computer component?
Or what about I need to eat food this week? I need to, you're putting a lot of time into live streaming.
Well, what about when it takes away from your real life activities, like that could make money?
There you go.
I think there has to be a priority there. Now, if you have a legitimate job, or like Lou, he's a roofer, okay? He gets a gig doing a roof. That's what, $2,000 that you can make in like a week, right?
Yep.
Something like that. Now, if he were say, okay, I got to do a coffee stream before I go to work and it runs over an hour and he's late for getting to the job site, well, then it runs into taking food out of his family's mouth, because that's,
See, but I wouldn't do that because I would.
Right. There's a priority to it. You're going to do that job first and the YouTube thing second, because that's providing for your family. This is providing for your channel. It might grow into something that will provide for your family someday, but right now you're still working on growing the channel to get there.
I got to share with the first time I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years, and yesterday I think it was yesterday or today, this morning. For the first time ever since I've had a YouTube channel, and there's a couple friends on this panel that helped me out. I asked for money for
My gosh,
peanut
I was
butter
there.
honey fund.
Oh, peanut butter honey fun.
Peanut butter honey fund. I think I got $8 from like
raised-
4 of my friends, and I felt guilty as all get out. But it is the first time and I was just joking. I really didn't need, I can buy it myself. But yet my 4 friends put up money for that peanut butter honey fund.
We not only put up money for peanut butter honey fund, but there was some notations in there that said, "Get some damn Reese's cups, would you?"
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Well, he asked for 99 cents, so
Yeah.
I sent 99 cents. So
So
Well-
here's what I think. I think for sure I think it's good to give channels money. And I think it's good to let people know how they could give money if they wanted to do so. Like if you like a channel, and sometimes people don't know how to do it, or maybe some people don't have super chats, but they still want to support the channel. Or maybe there's other ways they can. Whatever the case is, I think it's good to let people know about that, and then obviously they can choose to do what they want. I think if people know, especially the people that, a lot of people, we always say we're all full-time. We are. Even with a job, we're full-time YouTubers. There's some people that is just doing the YouTube maybe, and they're just trying to only do that. So, I think to letting people know, maybe not going right out and saying, give me money, but letting people
No,
know.
I'm not
how
talking
you-
about demanding. I'm just talking about like just letting the audience know your viewers supported. That's how the channel runs,
Guess what happened to me the other day? I couldn't believe this for the first time. I got a super, or not a super chat. I got a PayPal donation. Now I didn't know you could do this. Guess how much my PayPal donation was for? I couldn't believe it.
How much?
1 penny.
Wow.
What?
1
Wow.
penny.
I didn't even know you could do that. By the way, Hot Melinda Paranormal Damon Broadcast. Thanks for the $1 super chat, by the way.
Can
I
you
did-
really super chat for a penny?
Yep, I got 1 penny. I couldn't believe it. And that person did that on purpose because they hate my guts. Can you believe that someone would go out of their way
I can't
to
believe
send
that.
me a penny?
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cold. That's kind of cold.
I wonder how much it had to have been like a nickel when they started, because PayPal's got to take their transfer fee out, right?
no, they probably got charged that transfer fee for the penny.
I didn't even
That's
know you
never
could-
happened to me before, ever happened to me. But some haters are willing to go that far to let you know how much they hate you.
Oh,
Sucks.
the Redneck Connection. Wow, that is a great comment. Here's a comment I hear. Why don't you get a real job?
Ooh.
Wow, that's a good comment.
And
It
in some people's cases, they probably could. In other people's cases,
Well,
like
hold
me,
on a second.
I'm fighting with. I've been fighting with disability for years over, a pre-existing condition that I have, and it's an ongoing battle.
But hold on, what consists of a real job?
Well, that's the thing. That's what reviewing, playing, and more RPM. Thank you again for the $5 super chat with a super sticker. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, Beth Plant says entertainment is a real job.
Well, that's what I was just getting at. That's what my question earlier was. Where does it become where you're actually trying to be an entertainer to entertain people versus just grabbing a cell phone and just like talking? I don't know. Aniki, Jack Colorado Explorers, how's it going? $5 super chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think I think anybody that I think anything you do that makes you an income is a real job. I mean, you could be an eBayer and you're doing a real job. I think anything that makes you money is a real job in my opinion.
I got to say this, and I said it over on my live stream. For that person who comes on YouTube to do live streams, doing this, just playing with their phone, looking at their phone, and from time to time casually looking over at the chat and going, oh, there's nothing important there, and going back to their cell phone. They don't deserve to be on YouTube.
Or what about
That
the
is
same
no-
person? The same person going, as soon as they look at the screen and they go, oh yeah, can you share this out?
Yeah, exactly. Share what out? All you're doing is spending your time looking at Twitter and Facebook. But I do believe, this is my opinion and mine only, for those people who put out quality content, what I see as quality content, they deserve to be paid. They deserve to be rewarded by me. And I do give super chats to channels, but I always say, because I believe in your content, I believe in you. That's why you're getting that super chat, is because I believe in you. I love your content.
Well, do you know public broadcasting, like PBS, they do telethons all throughout the year.
Yes.
They do telethons, and they say to people, if you like the programming here on PBS, we're a publicly funded broadcasting network, and they have like people that donate $70 a month or $100 a month, that kind of thing, and that's public television.
Yeah.
Do you know Philip DeFranco?
Essentially, this is the same thing. This is anybody can log on to YouTube and watch anything here. So it's a public social media. So it's basically the same thing as public television. A lot of people like watching YouTube videos as opposed to what's on cable TV nowadays.
Well, Sandra D says, anytime you're trading your time and services for money, and at the end of the year you have to pay taxes, or they take taxes out of your paycheck, it's called a job.
As soon as you get monetized and have to start paying into Uncle Sam, it becomes a real job.
Yep.
They took $300. I had to pay $300 in taxes this year from YouTube. $300.
But man, I hear it all the time. People say you're just in it for the money.
Now,
You're just in it. Do you guys hear that? I hear that all the time.
I say if you're in YouTube for the money, you find another job, because you can. I'm not saying it can't be done.
It depending on your personality, how outgoing you are, how much work you put into your channel and your videos and your content.
Now, hold on. I got a question for
a 5-year to a 10-year investment before you get any kind of real return.
I got a question for Cab.
Yeah.
Cab just said he just had to pay $300 taxes on the YouTube money that he gets.
Yep.
But I know that all that money that he gets from YouTube goes right back out into the community. That's to true. Other people.
Yep.
So you just had to come out of your pocket $300 to give to other people and help other people.
You're exactly right.
I did that in February, where I was going to do a giveaway for hitting 5,000 subscribers. I ended up giving $500 out to the community. I didn't make that for the month. I lost money, but I did that not to brag. I mean, that's a small thing, but that was like, part of what I said I was going to do,
I used to do giveaways on my channel. When I first started my channel, I used to give away $100 a month, and I would break it up into every 2 weeks. I would give something of value, or it got to the point because of logistics that I just started giving out gift cards. And I used to do that because I had that money to give away at that time, and I was trying to give to real people who really needed help, and just sometimes random people, because that person might not be, homeless and gone without anything. I wanted to just brighten up a random person's day.
Yeah, feels good.
And
I want to share something.
By the way, video call-in shows here, Jim. Great channel. Thanks for being there.
I want to share with Christopher Lane. He said, Cab 7, that money doesn't have to be reported. Okay, let's put it this way. In the state of Pennsylvania, $33 or more, you have to report it. It has to be filed for taxes. That's the law in the state of Pennsylvania.
I was going to say, in Ohio, the way that YouTube is set up, it's just like being paid as a subcontractor. Now, YouTube is going to report that they paid out to you.
Yep.
And the internal revenue, if you don't go pay into it, eventually over time, after it accumulates so much, they're going to come after you for it.
Massachusetts is actually different.
In fact, you can go back and watch Lunatic Dad's video. That's actually what happened to him.
Well, Massachusetts,
he got a letter saying that, hey, you owe like almost 10 grand in taxes from not paying for what you made on YouTube.
If you live in Massachusetts, there's actually a clause inside of that says you could live in any other state in the United States, but if you live in Massachusetts, once you hit a $200 mark, you have to report to the Internal Revenue Service. So
See, here it's 6.
it's
I can't.
$200 here.
I can't believe somewhere's $33. That's crazy.
$33. Yep.
You know, Chris
And
Celeste
I made a
says,
hell of a lot more than $33 from YouTube.
They want
in
your money.
2018.
Chris Celeste says there are those people that have live streams for only members, so there are people rushing to become a member, so they get money that way too. We actually talked about that. Not a great gamer. Good to see you, and thanks for the super chat, by the way. €1.49. Thank you, Not a Great Gamer. Sausages to you.
I'm all for that because
We-
those are the people that are the main supporters of those channels.
Well, do you know, not to throw a name around, but I will throw a name around. $50,000 to $150,000 per month is what Philip DeFranco gets in Patreon.
Whoa.
So people believe in Philip DeFranco. Now, he makes money. He's big. He's a huge YouTuber. And people believe in what he's doing so much that his supporters, you can Google it, guys. I'm not making that up. Go to his Patreon. $50,000 to $150,000 a month for Philip DeFranco to be on. And he's not like hurting for cash, you know?
Hey, Green Bay, on his birthday, I went there and watched.
Yep.
All the people over there is several thousand people over at Philip DeFranco on his birthday. It was a live stream, which is rare that he does that. But I watched for a half an hour, and in a half an hour's time, the guy made almost $12,000.
Wow.
And that's a YouTuber that's making money, not hurting for cash.
Yeah, but out of that $12,000, imagine what he has to pay in on that.
Yeah.
Not only, he made $12,000. Okay, now 35% of that's coming right off the top to YouTube, and then whatever's left, he gets paid out, and then he has to pay 7% income tax on
I
that.
don't know what he got from PayPal. That was just from Super Chats, is $12,000. So
Right.
whatever was brought in from PayPal, I can just only imagine.
Right.
That's where it comes into it takes money to make money.
Right.
So out of that $12,000 in super chats, after YouTube takes their portion, it knocks it down to what, 7 or 8,000, and then.
But that's a good day's pay, even if it was 8,000. That's one hell of a
hand in it.
But I'm only
pay.
bringing that up for the point
It's
that
down to 4.
I'm just bringing that up to say that the viewers, want him on to the point where they give him that kind of an income. That's not a loan. That doesn't have anything to do with what he makes on merchandise, YouTube, other ventures. That's just the viewers saying, here's what we think you're worth, basically. So I was just throwing that out. It's kind of a big example.
Viewed this. It's good to see out there.
And part of this too, my wife the other night, she was going over my expenses monthly for YouTube, and I was like, damn, yeah, you're right, sweetie.
She was going,
Green Bay Wacky, you've overextenuated yourself and you need to cut back on something.
and that's what it was.
Well, here's what she pointed out to me. She goes, you realize your P.O. box is about $10 a month? I said, yeah. She
I
goes,
forgot about the P.O. box thing.
She goes, you realize, see, a lot of people think PayPal's free. I have a business account to take credit cards. That costs $30 a month, plus fees on any transactions. So she pointed that out. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then she goes, you're paying a monthly subscription charge to Wondershare Filmora for your videos. That's $10 plus tax. Oh, yeah, you're right. And she kept going. Your website's $35 a month. Yes. The electric bill for the studio is $100 or more a month, right? Yes. You're paying $16 a month for Zoom, right? I'm like, yes. And then she goes, a couple other programs you pay for are like $12 a month. So we added that up, and that was like almost $250. So that means going live all month long, making videos, you've got to get $250 before you're even to where you're now supporting the channel itself. So that was like, wake up call, And I'll bet a lot of people in the chat can relate to this. The expenses can add up quickly. Yes, TN couponer. Yes, 69 people in the house. Wow.
That's
Thanks for coming. Tweet it out, guys, if you like the entertainment. Let them know we're live.
that's a big reason that a lot of YouTubers end up having to quit. They have to give it up. They
Well,
have to walk away.
I'm
They
just
can't
so
afford it.
I'm so glad you said that, Lou. I'm so glad you said that because that's exactly what happens. There's great YouTubers that can't afford to be on YouTube.
Yep. It happens every day.
Every day, yeah. We hear that all the time.
I seen a guy who got up to he was passing 60,000.
Wow.
Passing 60,000, but this guy he was traveling all around the country. He had a cameraman. His videos they look like TV. His videos were amazing. Great creator. It's just the cost outweighed what was coming in, and he had to shut down the channel. The channel's done. He even deleted the channel. It's not even up anymore. But yeah, 60,000 subscribers, and ended up having to walk away. And
Crazy.
everybody's situation is different, and maybe we do overextend ourselves, a lot of us, and but it's it's good to have a dream, isn't it?
Well,
I
I
think
think there
so.
is creative ways that you can raise money on YouTube. Um, you know, okay, so like Red Kryptonite. Okay, Red Kryptonite has come up with a way of making money on YouTube for his channel by doing intro songs for people's channels. And he makes money like that occasionally. I've been approached, and well, I was approached by Lou Rock to do some voiceover work. And I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Not a problem. And now Patty has approached me about doing some voiceover work with her. And I'm like, oh yeah, and now I'm kind of thinking, more people has contacted me. They're asking me, how much do you charge to do like voiceovers for video? I never really thought of it. I never really thought of making money on YouTube in that kind of way. But now I'm starting to think more about it, and I'm going to start checking into it. And that might be another way to raise money for my channel on YouTube by creating a service to other channels. So there are creative ways of making money on YouTube without going out there and going, hey, support my channel. Because then you're working for it as well. You know what I mean? You're giving a service, you're doing a service for another channel and getting paid for it. Just the same as a job, right?
Well, I actually thought about I've made banners for people. I might start offering banners for like $20 or something like that because I have the program to do it,
Right.
And thumbnails. I might start making thumbnails for people.
I actually know some people that's their full-time income is they make banners and thumbnails, and they are good at what they do. And
we all have our Teesprings and our merch stores and things like that. And we all want to be popular and, be that guy. But, there is ways. You just got to think outside the box sometimes.
Well,
Even the Teesprings, though, I think, like if you sell them, which I appreciate everything, but I think even the Teesprings takes the percentages. You get a blah blah blah.
Yeah, but it doesn't cost you anything to start up.
No,
yeah, well, Teespring is the one thing, or any other site like it that's set up for the big YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ease of use thing where they don't have to go and mail stuff out. It takes out all the work part of it. So for the bigger YouTubers, yes, it's the way to go. But I know a lot of smaller YouTubers that they put out their own merchandise and they make a few more dollars. Now, is all that running around worth those few more dollars or not? I don't know. But yeah, it's the ease of use that makes that a good sort. But it also it's for the bigger YouTubers that can sell a lot of merchandise. I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And especially,
I know of a channel out there. They go this far. They've got 22,000 subscribers. 22,000. And they've been on YouTube for a little bit longer than me. I think 7 years now. And when they have a good month, they share the wealth. That hostess shares the wealth with that person's moderators. So the moderators get a little bit of something, a little bit of a bonus when they have a good month. I think that's really cool that this person who really doesn't make that much money on YouTube goes out of their way to show the appreciation of their moderators. Now,
That
not
is
all
cool.
people are going to be like that. Not very few hosts and hostesses take that into consideration, but this particular YouTuber actually does that and shows how much they care about their moderators, and they got excellent ones. They give them a little bit of a bonus.
You know what? Two things. You just mentioned that. Number one, Not a Great Gamer did a $2 Euro super chat. You're just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Thank you, Not a Great Gamer. And as a matter of fact, if you could be quiet just for like, it's about 15 seconds. I got a mod video. I want to thank him. I'm going to play it. Hey, if you're having fun in the Green Bay Wacky live stream, one thing that makes it work so great are the moderators, friends of mine that are blue. Check them out, guys and gals. Moderators, thanks for all you do, dropping links, keeping the peace, keeping everything flowing. Hey, I really appreciate you. That's why I made this video, to run during the live stream. Moderators, you rock. Green Bay Wacky, moderators, you rock.
Wait, hang on for now.
It's done. That's all it was. I just want to thank the mods. I made a video so I wouldn't forget. See, but I'm my goal with people with, is that oh, Bryce from New Zealand says my mic is a cheap wireless one from China. My PO is
PC.
Oh, PC is a $900 New Zealand one from 8 odd years ago. My camera's even older. I still use my phone to film as well. And hello, Bossy, by the way. Great channel, Bossy, by the way. If you don't know her, she makes really good content, by the way.
I've seen channels that are up to, almost 500,000 subscribers that the one tool that they use for YouTube, including their videos, live streams, everything, is just a telephone.
Oh, yeah.
That's their one piece of equipment. They have no other equipment, just a cell phone, and they make videos just as good as anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, for some of my exploring videos, I was told one of the things you're supposed to have is the GoPro, and I'm still using my phone. But they still turn out well. But yeah, you can, depending on how you film and what even the phone you use, they can be good quality in the phone.
Well, I'm trying to let people know, too, on this channel, like, with the whole idea of, the support, I want to deliver for people. I love entertaining people. I love lifting them up. Me and Cab are on the same mission, believe it or not. To lift people up. We just do it in different ways a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I have so many people that say, oh, I was having a crappy day. I came over, I laughed my butt off. You really brightened my day. You cheered me up,
Well, and that's why I brag about you. I brag about your channel, and I've told you many times that you put a lot of work into lifting people up. You really do. I couldn't move like you do. I can't do that. I don't have the energy like you do to try to entertain people. And sometimes you feel a little let down, and I totally get it. I think you deserve a lot more praise than what you get. You're the only person I know of in our community that does what you do. You're excellent at it. You make people laugh. You make people feel welcome. And I think your time is worth, some donations. I do. So that's me, in my opinion, my thoughts.
Why do you got to go throw something super nice on me like that?
Well, but because it's true. I donate to you because I believe in your cause, man. You put a lot of work into your channel, and I believe in you, and so I'm going to donate to you.
He's just stating facts. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Cab.
I honestly don't think that I live stream on my channel enough to make donations sometimes, because I'm always helping everybody else out with their hell. Today alone, I've been on 2 hurricane update streams. I rated another one. I was dropping links for a fundraiser in one channel, and I was in Cab 7 says as a moderator, lurking in the shadows there. So I mean, it's I'm everywhere, and those 3 of those were all at the same time, literally. So I literally had 3 different tabs open with 3 different audio going on, and yeah, it's crazy. But I don't live stream enough on my own channel sometimes to even get donations over there.
Can I say something about Green Bay? Green Bay.
Yeah.
Since I first found your channel, the very first time I visited your channel and I watched what you were doing, I believed in you right from day one. From day one, I said, "This guy right here, he's got something," and yeah. So you, dude, you do a lot for a lot of people. You do a lot for a lot of people. Making people laugh is a really big thing in my world, and thank you for doing it, man. Thank you for doing it.
Hey, Chris Celez, you're donating by being here. Bossy, yes, I accept payments in love. You know, oh, jeepers, go. No. Cab 7, $50 donation. Jeepers, Cab. It wasn't about, well, 50. I believe in your cause, brother. Wow. I didn't know we were going to go down that road.
Now you know you owe Cab 7, right?
Well, I'm going to make some thumbnails for him. I told him we're going to make some thumbnails together.
You're now in his pocket.
No.
Wow. Thank you, Cab. Thank you, everyone. And you know, I didn't do this live stream to try to. I wasn't doing it to try to.
And everyone realizes that, Green Bay.
I'm not trying to generate. This isn't like a fundraiser for Green Bay Wacky.
No, and that's not the way people feel either. They believe in you just like I do, man, and that's why they're giving those donations. They love the shit out of you.
I'm just trying to get that kind of message out to people that you come to channels and there's so much time and effort put into it, and at the end of the day, you're just trying to justify to your wife or your, but not just me. I mean, there's lots of channels in there going through what I'm going through.
I just really like the topic. I think the topic is a topic that it hits a lot of people, and yeah, I mean, think about it. Think about how many other people out there in the chat are feeling just the same exact way, and nobody's came forward to talk about it. Nobody's came forward and said anything about it.
Well, there's so many bad things that come with when you bring up money on your YouTube channel, because you've heard it. You always hear e-beggar. You know, people throw that out. They say they just ask for money. You're just in it for the money. People don't like to talk about the money, but they love being entertained. So all I'm trying to say is just that I've just changed a little. That I guess I'm gonna touch on it. That the channel, people in the chat here are spending a lot of money and time and effort on their channels, and I'm not so opposed to people saying, hey, if you like this entertainment, if you believe in it, you know, we're viewer supported, you know, no pressure.
But another thing is viewer supported as well is actually, there's several, I mean, everybody knows this, you can share out somebody's video.
I was just gonna get to that. It's on my list.
It's the same thing as giving money, because if you're gonna help that person potentially grow, say you get 10 people in there, one of those people might be a future supporter of the channel, or say those people share the channel and they get more people in. That's a way of supporting a channel without
big time.
Yeah, without having to come out of your pocket. It's just
smashing the like button. Yeah, all those things.
Yeah. And, you know, that Cab 7 says that all the time. You know, let your friends know about this place. Let your friends know about this place. But the thing that I've changed, you guys know this because you're my friends, I don't want people to say, come over to Green Bay Wackies. That's a great place to get subs. That's what it used to be. I want people to say, come over to this channel because it's fun. It's entertaining.
That was the biggest thing that made me not want to come here, was because I would get hit in the chat as soon as I got here
I got you. I followed
50
you.
people. I got you. I got you. I got you. And I'd be like, hey, I'm not here for that. I'm just here to watch this guy. He's funny and I like what he's doing. And, but you know what, though? On another hand, the people that didn't hit me like that, we've all become friends. We've got a really big family of people now between all of us that we all are friends pretty much to the point of, calling each other family because we're in each other's lives so much. That's what it is.
I agree. I agree with that.
And I don't regret any of that. I don't regret any of it. A lot of great friendships came from that.
Yeah.
A lot. I don't regret it at all.
See, people are going to look at this in different angles. On my channel, I refuse to ask for anything. Even if I'm in need for it, I will not ask for it. And I'll tell you what, I don't do too bad. I get a lot of people that support me. I get a lot of people that help me out. It's a personal decision of my own because of just what you brought up. The e-beggar. He's only in this for the money. That's all he's doing this for. So it's made me a person that's afraid to even say that, to even say, hey guys, support the channel, it helps. It makes you afraid to do that. I know it does it to a lot of other channels, and a lot of people have so much invested in their channel. What I mean emotionally is they don't want to ruin that. They don't want to ruin that what they've built. And there's always two sides to the coin.
That's
And
the road. That's where I've been.
that.
That's where I've been. That's exactly where I've been.
I can swear to that. I've been on Lou Rock's channel. I've complained to him. I used to complain to him all the time, like, how can you put out these crisp, vivid videos when you're out? But your live streams, man, it looks like you're using the integrated webcam.
Oh, I don't mean to cut you off, Ghost. Oh, go ahead. AMC?
AMC. Wow.
And not only AMC, like I haven't seen AMC for a while. Like I hope you're doing well. I mean, I know they went through some rough times, but did a $5 super chat. I've been on for an hour just listening. As soon as I got on, I felt led to donate money to you.
Oh.
I did an hour ago on PayPal because yes, you're awesome. Wow.
Awesome.
Thank
Well,
you, AMC.
Welcome
Thank you.
home, AMC. Welcome home.
I remember when we were doing some, when they went through their hard time, and I hope things are doing better for you, AMC. AMC makes poems and things like that, guys, and a bunch of different stuff. But wow, thank you. And I'm if anyone has done a PayPal, I'm not looking at that right now, but I promise you I'll acknowledge that. Thank you. Wow. But yeah, so Ghost, I cut you off a little bit there.
I forget where I would. Oh. No, I was saying
Lou Rock.
Rock's right. He never asked for anything on his channel. And sometimes you got to kick him in the butt to get him to do something with it because, I had been hounding him for a long time about his live stream quality. The video on his live streams was subpar compared to the videos that he would put out. And he was just using the integrated webcam. I said, dude, you got to get a webcam. And I hounded it. I don't have the money for it. So I ended up on his stream one night, and I didn't ask him if he minded if I did it. I just blurted out. I was like, "Hey guys, Lou Rock's not the person to ask for something like this, but guys, don't you think that you deserve better live stream video quality? Don't you think you deserve?"
I was shocked that you did it. I was shocked.
And sure enough, like within 15 minutes, he had like $300 in donations, and somebody sent him a webcam.
Well, not only that, somebody sent a webcam, they sent a new microphone, and then they sent a light. So my whole live streaming changed overnight.
Right.
So thank you for that, Ghost.
And honestly, the quality has never been better on his live streams. And he didn't think that much about it. He just thought, well, it's a live stream. Well, no, your viewers deserve the same quality in your live streams as they do in your videos.
There's two questions I want to get out of the chat here. Well, one's a comment, one's a question. Number one, Bossy. And by the way, chat, Bossy makes great videos, just so you know. She's awesome. But it says, her comment is, there's nothing wrong bringing up money as long as it's not rammed down viewers' throat. I've been in lives And I left as every sentence that they're asking for money, that's all they ever ask for. Yes. Yes. And then,
Agreed.
yes, and that's why I don't want to be that guy. I never. But Sandra DTV says, I have a question for the panel. Do you think it is jealousy when people say that you are just doing this for the money? That's
A lot of the times it is.
That is a good question, actually.
If people do see you getting anything, it can be just jealousy. But you know what I like? I like to see, and I've seen this with a bunch of YouTubers, but like the transparency thing. This is what I'm doing with it. This is, we're setting out to get this done, and I think some are more honest than others. That's all.
We used to do, and me and JoJo and some of Nations 13, we would go to the Nations 13 channels and do what we called a payback stream. And that was literally, it was kind of like a fundraiser, but the money was to grow the channel, and not only our channel, but somebody else's in the process. So that not only, if I did a payback stream for me and I raised like $300, I'd take half of it and give it to somebody that donated to me to help them grow their channel at the same time I was growing mine. Now they've changed the rulings and things for doing things like that. So we stopped doing the payback streams. We never got, demonetized, never got struck or anything. And we did it before we were ever monetized. So it wasn't like we had super chats coming in or AdSense or anything like that. It was strictly a fundraiser to grow the channels to help us get to that stage where we could monetize. But, it was a great concept, and it helped out not only, when we did it on my channel, it didn't just help out my channel, somebody else's channel grew, and they was able to take that money and put it back into their channel as well. So, I mean, it was kind of like, I grow, you grow.
And also, social media can also be unlike, we're talking about bankrupt and social media. Can't forget all the Facebook games, where you got to pay things to do things on social media.
Yeah, and gamers spend a lot of money on games, and especially computers. You have to have a good computer if you're going to be a gamer.
I got to share a couple things here.
Yeah.
Welcome to our friend Uber Goober Lady out in the chat.
Uber Goober is out there?
And I seen JoJo's back in there again too.
And I got
I almost sent her. I almost sent her an invite.
I did. I already sent her
an
invite.
Okay.
I got something. There's something out in the chat there that
would be
brought
welcome
back.
to come up here too if she wants. You could send her an invite if she wanted. But
there's something out in the chat that brought back old memories, and I think Ghost Mafia is going to know this, and JoJo Walker and Lou Rock. But Christopher Lane said, "Is Cab 7 the president of #Nations 13?"
Oh my goodness! Wow.
If JoJo comes up, I'll let her answer that.
This is something we save for our conspiracy show on Tuesdays with Ghost Mafia.
Oh,
Wow.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah. Tweet it out, guys, if you like the entertainment. Let your friends know we're live. We're talking about, going bankrupt with social media, and some people got confused. They were thinking Facebook and Twitter and all that's free. We haven't even touched on that too, though. Some people can go bankrupt on social media like that. They put too much time into chatting all day long on Facebook and that kind of stuff. That's a whole different kind of angle on
But
things.
you and me can relate to something, Dave. We've talked about this before. I haven't went actually literally bankrupt where I had to hire a lawyer and go to bankruptcy court, but
Right.
Dave and me are the same way. I got a couple cards that are maxed out because I've given it all in donations back into the community out of my own pocket. So each month I make payments back to those credit cards, but they're always spent. But I have to continue to do it because it makes me feel good to do that. And Dave can relate to the same damn thing. We haven't went bankrupt because of it, but we are flat broke because of it.
Flat broke all the time. And you know what? By the way, Diana Johnson, $5 super chat. Thank you. You're an amazing person. Keep on doing what you're
I'll be right back, guys.
great at. Thank you, Diana Johnson. But yeah, even I was talking to Cab the other day, and I said, I'm always making jokes about because I got a boat and cars and all that stuff, and people think, wow, he's a Richie, he's got a house. It's like, no, I'm not. My cars are rust buckets. 2 of them don't even run. I can't even afford the tabs for 2 of my pickup trucks because it's $100 each. I don't have the $200 for them. People see me smoking on stream. They think, wow, you spend all this money. I roll my own cigarettes. I literally spend about $32 a month on my cigarettes. So, I'm very frugal on that. So, it's not a cigarette fund you're donating to. I mean, the boat I have, I traded from Craigslist. It's like, I'm by no means. I have to put used tires on my cars. Ben knows this. Because I can't afford new ones. I got to go to Craig. That's why I have my tire machine.
That's why you guys got to get to be big time like me.
We're trying, Lou. We're trying. I can't afford to buy the guide that you put out, how to get big like Lou Rock. And trust me, man, I'm making payments as quickly as I can to you.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for everything I have, by the way. I am
Hold
thankful.
on, let me plug my guide here.
Yep.
4 installments of $499 will get you the guide of Lou Rock on how to be famous on YouTube.
There you go.
It's worth every penny.
Let me do this real quick. There's so many. We're still almost 60 people in there. Let me just do a recap of who's on the panel and who's in the chat. Thank you, guys. Tweet this out if you're enjoying the content. Ghost Mafia's up here. These are great channels that really consider following, guys. If you're not, we've got Lou Rock, Ghost Mafia, Cab 7, Recycle Dude. They're all typing in the chat. We're going to have possibly some other people that join us here. In the chat, we've got Christopher Lane, Diana Johnson, Jim Wallace, alias Mr. Graphic. Good to see you, Jim. Uber Goober, another great channel. Real person there, guys. I love you, Uber. Aniki Jack, Colorado Explorers, and Mel is out there. The Sure Shannon Show. We've got Jenny Marseth, Mr. Ganderman Rob. Video call-in show, guys. Jim, he's a professional, guys. He's good. Really nice guy. Texas 3. We've got Angels Among Us. We've got TN Couponer. June Gall. Our beautiful, sweet friend June Gall is out there. I know Alyssa Parrish, Rock Fam, and Lulu Love You are out there somewhere. We've got Just in Time Prepping, Will. We've got Tiffany Pagoda. We've got Davros Von Scaro, our comedy relief. That's sorry, Davros. We've got, just to name a few, Divine K. Raven is hanging with us. Chris Celez, Haunted Jim, The Redneck Connection, Jojo Walker's out there, Chili's Cool Adventures, Sandra D. TV is out there. Just to name a few. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you. As we just kind of talk about this. Thank you. And Mudcon's out there too somewhere, it looks like. And Bossy. I'm sorry. Bossy's out there too somewhere. And Kevin Maupin.
And Mel.
And Mel. Oh, wait. Do we have both Mels?
It looks that way.
We've got Love the Brooklyn Way Mel. And we've got the other Mel, the gal. Wow, this is like a parallel dimension all of a sudden. Reviewing, playing, and more RPM with a super sticker and a $5 super. Thank you.
I'm really upset that I don't have a super sticker. All right.
I think you have to. I can't remember if you have to enable it or not.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out either. How to do.
Oh, and Bryce from New Zealand is out there too. That's the dude behind the camera.
If I had a super sticker, maybe somebody would, super chat me.
Oh my goodness.
So we are in the middle of a very intense lightning storm. That's why I had to get up and walk.
Yeah, the hurricane stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm nowhere near. I'm in Ohio. That's down in Bahamas right now. But
it made me think of it. Was all it made me think of it.
We're going through a really intense lightning storm, and I smelled what smelled like burning wood. So I had to go check out the house real quick. But nothing's on fire. Wouldn't that be something if the house burnt down 2 days before I left? That wouldn't look good.
Thank you, Bossy. I won't spend it in all one place, I promise.
I'm just looking over something here. A lot of these questions
I just got
actually
it.
came
I
up.
don't know about you, but I'm rich and famous, and I just got $1,000. I believe that's Australian from Bossy. Look at that.
Mudcon, $2 super chat. Okay, Cap 7 was the hottest till I saw Uber Cooper.
Read them and weep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Mel, I don't smell it. I don't smell it now. I just caught a whiff of it a few minutes ago. There's no smoke in the house or anything like that, but there's a lot of lightning going on out here right now.
You know, you did that experiment the other day. That should go for other channels too. Remember you did that experiment about grab one of the songs from the description
Oh, yeah.
link?
Yeah, absolutely.
That social media experiment. I do want to reiterate to everyone out in the chat, you're supporting the channel big time when you come in and hang in the live stream and hang out with us. And when you tell your friends, you tweet it out, you share it out, that does help. Believe me, big.
All right, I got a question
time.
for you, Wacky.
Yes. And Neuro Trigger's out there too.
If you had a choice between a $5 super chat from every person in the chat or for them to share your videos or live streams, which one would you choose?
Oh no! What?
You can have a guaranteed share from every single person in the chat or $5 a piece. Well, which would you choose?
A share like of a video, you mean?
Like a share, like they hit the share button, they share it on their Twitter or Facebook or whatever.
Can I get both? No, just
No,
kidding.
nope, just one.
I'm just kidding.
You get $5 a piece, or you could get a share from each one.
Jeepers, I think I'd get the share from everyone.
Right?
I think the share from 60 people, the share would probably be more valuable in the long run.
It would be more valuable.
Sure. For sure would.
You know, another thing too, a trick you can do to help channels, I'm bad about this and I'm going to change this. You can, when you share people's videos, you can include hashtags and tag people as well so that your share has even more value to it. Like I've got some certain hashtags I share my live stream with and they're retweeting it all the time. There's some helpful hashtags on Twitter. So you can make your share go even further. Does that make sense at all?
Yep. Makes a lot of sense.
Medicated Fred, hello. Yeah, that would be very valuable, yeah. Except you now, you've gotten some you told us the story on the live stream the other day though. Some people have tried to like sort of take advantage of like your sharing ability.
What's that?
You talked about that on a live stream the other day.
Well, what happens, what I don't, what really gets me is, I come in to visit a channel, and as soon as I visit, as soon as I'm there, and it's, hey, what's up, Blue Rock? And it's immediately, can you put this on your community tab? Can you share this? Can you do this? And it's like, it's not pointed at the whole audience. It's just pointed at me, just me personally. They'd have more chances of getting a share to just say it to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But when people are just like singling me out, it feels in a way like I'm just like kind of being used in a way.
Like they're just using you because you got big numbers.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's another live stream that I was going to have too, a whole topic on that. Yeah, I've never singled anyone out. When I say if you like the entertainment, tweet it out, it's a blanket to everyone that's in the chat. Not like, oh, Lou Rock's, Lou, can you tweet me? Just you guys, forget, I don't want to talk to you guys. Lou Rock, bro, can you help me out, man? I know what you mean.
And
That's
I've gotten
bad,
that.
man.
I've gotten that. I've straight gotten that, and it's straight at me, and it's Lou Rock. Can you share this on your community? And I haven't even been there for 2 minutes, and I'm just trying to show some love to the channel. And if they just continue to do their show, and then just say, hey, everybody, if you find it, in your kindness of your heart to share this out, they're more apt to get a share from me that way. But when people hit me like that, I feel like rubbed in the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah, that's bad actually.
That's one of the things I hate about, like, okay, so social media, okay, Facebook for instance, okay. Now you share out. Let's say I'm sharing out Green Bay Wacky stream, and I share it out to all the groups that I'm a part of in Facebook. I share it out to my personal page, and I share it out to the Ghost Mafia page. Okay. Now that should have been reaching thousands of people right there. But every time you post, it only goes out to a percentage of, say, your friends list,
Yep.
or the people that follow your page, or, a portion of that group that you shared it to.
I shared out
5 or 10% is all it goes
10%.
out to.
I shared Green Bay Wacky's live stream the other night. I got 5 likes and 1 share, and the share was from Ghost Mafia.
David, the producer's got like 17,000 followers on Twitter, him and Juliet Miranda. And he says he'll get maybe 60 shares or something like
Here's
that
the
out of
thing with Facebook.
17,000.
If you want it to go out to, say, all of the people that follow your page or all your friends in your friends list, there's an option. You can boost the post. It costs you money to boost the post. You have to pay to boost the post. Now, you can do that, or you can just let it ride, repost it, and hopefully it reaches more people. And, you end up posting it 2 or 3 times during a live stream.
I've never gotten into that. Does that boosted post actually work?
It costs you money, but it will go out to more people.
What people?
That's why they limit. Like, okay, so I have the Ghost Mafia Facebook page. I've got over 600 groups that follow that. And I'm not talking single people. I'm talking about paranormal groups, ghost hunting groups. Each one having, at least 3 to 10 people in it. So a lot of people are following that Ghost Mafia page. So if I put a post over there and it went out to everybody, there would be a large response to it. But when I put a post over there, it goes out to maybe 5%. And then I get a message from YouTube going, want to reach more people? Try boosting your post. For $5 more, we'll send it out to, 25% more of your.
That's crazy. That's
and
great.
we have Not a Great Gamer that's joined us on the panel tonight.
What's up?
Thanks
He's on the panel.
Well, he's a little dark.
There he is.
He's there.
Bud.
Ain't not a great gamer.
Hello, my friends. Blessings.
Good to
He's
see.
looking-
It's been a little while. I was like, we got to get him up here. It's been a while
I've,
since he's been on the panel.
I don't want to go into it. I'm going through a lot at the moment. I
You
don't want
were-
to go into it now.
You're looking very very 3D and very video game-esque, I would say. And you're like you're the way you look.
Like the Green Hornet in the closet.
I wouldn't go that far.
Real quick, because Not a Great Gamer just got here. Brian on the go. I do want to say happy Labor Day weekend to everyone in the USA, because I'm assuming it's not celebrated around the world, right? Labor Day weekend. I'm assuming it's just USA. And real quick, I don't want to forget, being an hour and 43 minutes into this, Cab 7 is up on the panel, who's a veteran. Lou Rock, your mom, Mama Rock's a veteran. Just in Time Prepping was in here. I've got to do my shout out to veterans. I just do. I just want to do that real quick. Then we get back to this. Guys, I'm a big supporter of veterans. Support our veterans around the world. We have allies and veterans stationed all over the world. There's POWs out there, prisoners of war, that haven't come back yet. We want prayers and positive energy sent out to them and their families to know they're never forgotten. We want them all to come home. And remember our first responders, our police, fire, and EMS. Again, Ghost Mafia, who is a first responder, is the one that got me to do that. I love to give credit when credit's due. I'm so glad I did that, because remember, when you see those police cars go by, those ambulances, those fire trucks, that call could be the last call that they go on. It's very dangerous work. And I'll say it again, I'm not a veteran myself. I always love to show this, though. I am the son of a veteran. Thank you all that have served. Thank you for all the families out there that have members that are serving or have served. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
Also,
Thank you.
also that call from that last responder, that could be the call that saves either your life or your family member's life.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, I'll say it one more time while I have the flag up here just before I switch back to the Zoom. I spent 4 hours with a sheriff, and we talked when we did some volunteer work at a carnival for the marching band last year, and we talked a lot. He talked about his job. And one thing that stood out of the whole 4-hour conversation, he said, I kid you not, every day I go to work, my wife and my kids say, I hope you make it home tonight, Dad. Can you imagine that? Every day. He said, not one day goes by that the wife or the kids don't say, I hope you make it home tonight, Dad. So, yeah. Okay. Now we got sausages.
Sausages?
Sausages.
So, Not a Great Gamer, you kind of heard a little bit about what we're talking about here. Do you have any opinions in any, kind of form about kind of what we're talking about here?
What would that be?
Oh, do I gotta explain it, really?
Oh, yes, please do. Please explain to us all.
I gotta tell you what we're talking about tonight.
Yes.
But you've been in the chat.
You've still got to explain, just for the shits and giggles.
Okay, fine. Tonight we're talking about going bank. Here's the title: Is social media bankrupting you? Labor Day weekend, real talk, real money talk. So it could be about whether having a YouTube channel is bankrupting you financially. Could be, social media bankrupting you emotionally. Too much time on Facebook, Twitter, that kind of stuff, or a combination of any of that.
Well, my highly informative answer for you all would be no.
Nice. I like that answer.
Now, well, do you mean that just you personally, or
That's what you get?
I when I was younger, I used to let the internet affect me, should we say? And yeah, I can see, like, for people like you, I don't mean this offensively. You're running OBS, you're running a multi-system setup. I can understand how that can be expensive, but for me, I'm just a sausage. I just go along with it. I'm on a basic computer. I just do what I do. I don't need much money for it. It can be mentally draining at times, especially with, again, I don't want to sound like I'm being or how do you say in America, an ass, but I don't like the amount of drama that I have to hear. It's just like real life. I know you don't like swearing, but essentially some shit stirrers, and I find them quite stressful at times. But on the general consensus is just really no. I just go along with things. I come on when I want to come on. I see who I want to see. I'll talk to who I want to talk to. I let people kind of subtly know if I think they're a bit of a knob.
So
but yeah,
your emotional bankrupting would be more on the side of not necessarily money. You're taking more of the side of drama that drains you and that kind of social media.
I hate the amount of messages I get, for example, telling me stuff about, I don't know, they're moaning about someone or something, and I just have to, dude, tell them yourself. Just that kind of, that does drain me, and that does actually affect me and stress me, because then when I'm next around that aforementioned person they've messaged me about, I feel awkward because I know stuff I shouldn't. And you don't know whether to say stuff, to tell them outright, because you feel like you're stirring if you don't. But if you do tell them, you feel like you can't win. It puts you in the most awkward position. And I've had that a lot recently. But yeah, that's actually quite...
No, that's a good perspective, because we were talking a lot about the money side of things with YouTube, so that's a different perspective. You're kind of hitting on the...
I ain't got no money to lose, mate.
There she is. There's JoJo.
I'm bottom class of the UK. I'm like, here, love, do you want to have your chimney sweeped? I would have been a chimney sweeper 100 years ago. I would have been sweeping chimneys. It's just in the UK, I will say before, I shut up. The class system is dividing massive. They're like the top people, the wealthy are just getting ludicrously immense. They're just the amount of money they've got is unreal. But the bottom of us, the ones who were born in how would you call it, welfare housing, I think you call it in America. Just there's nowhere to get out. There's no choice, and every time you try, you're pushed back. So that's why I got no money in the UK. Anyway, that's a different subject. I do apologise.
Nothing to apologize for.
That's one of my current frustrations I'm actually going through is how they're treating everyone over here. But change of subject. Sausages and blessings.
And just want to let the chat know we've been joined by Jojo Walker, Unplugged, #Nations13. Welcome to the stream.
And Jojo, I did deliver that message. I told Green Bay Wacky you said.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well,
Sure.
I'm hoping she's got some opinions on this subject.
Now, what way are you going with this? Because I've been watching, but I haven't had my volume on because I was on a private call. So.
Well, okay, I'll hit a few points. We titled it as Social Media Bankrupting You. We were talking about the fine line of asking for viewer support for your channel. Is that a bad thing? To say, hey, I spend a lot of time on, and I don't mean me, I'm talking the whole chat here. Is it a bad thing to say, hey, a lot of time and effort goes into the channel, we're viewer supported, because a lot of people think you're making all this money from YouTube AdSense, when a lot of times when you live stream, it's virtually for free. So like for 6 hours, and you do that all month long. The other angle is, money being put into your channel for equipment, that kind of stuff. Or it could be like not a great gamer, like spending too much time on social media like Facebook and Instagram. So all, it's just overall, are you going bankrupt on YouTube?
Okay, so like the business aspect, because like some people don't use YouTube or social media as a way of making money. They just do it to relax and have fun.
Yeah, it would be more for people that
want to make a career out of it.
Well, that would like to be like me, or someone that's trying to be an entertainer, but just trying to justify it to the wife, No, just kidding. You know what I mean? Like, is it
like,
bad?
I mean,
because
I know for Brian and I, like, we both do YouTube. So when he does his spirit boxes and that, I mean, you've seen me in the chats, okay? You've seen me in his. And when he needed to raise money for his spirit box because we couldn't afford it, like, we're just barely getting by. So I don't think there's anything wrong with mentioning it. Now, pushing it and making your chat feel like they owe you something is a different story.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah, right. That's, yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, we do this because we want to entertain. And ideally, yes, it would be great to be viewer funded. But I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, I do this every night for you. You owe me at least the money for my internet. That's not right. Because it wasn't their choice for me to my choice.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, now, no, I would, right. I don't think you should try to guilt your chat out into constantly every other sentence is about money,
No, I know, like, there's certain channels that just never mention it and people just donate left, right, and center, which is great. It means that your audience really enjoys having you. They really enjoy what you're putting out. And then there's some people that are like, hey, like, I've done it myself. I've said, hey, check out the links that are being dropped, whether it's my merch or my social media or my PayPal. If you can help out, that's great. If you can't, you can't. It is what it is. But when it comes to buying the equipment, you can go broke so fast.
Oh, jeepers, yeah.
Especially in the paranormal field.
Oh, yeah.
Like buying like ghost hunting equipment, it gets expensive.
Well, see, and that's where Brian lucked out. Like Lulu, she donated so he could get his spirit box. And there was a little bit left over, so we ended up getting a microphone too. There was Donna Rock donated so he could get his SLS and his EMF meter. And if it wasn't for those donations, he wouldn't have had those, because God knows when we're going to have the extra money to take out of our home to put into that. So like things like that, it's great. It makes you feel awesome, because that means that people actually believe in what you're doing. They actually want to support you.
Yeah. I think that.
I believe in you so much that I'm willing to pay some tokens to you in the future.
Oh my goodness.
I appreciate that. Look for it this week, actually, Ben.
Okay.
Well, I just that's funny. That's funny. That's funny, actually. No, I've been wrestling with this for a long time. Actually, I've been wrestling with this, and I said I've changed my thinking a little bit because I used to. I guess I can kind of. There's a fine line of where you're just saying, hey, look, if you like the entertainment, you want it to stay on the air, kind of thing. Where viewers supported versus every other sentence. I know Lou Rock dropped out there. I figured it was his internet. And then the other people like Bossy had commented on where, they just turn the cell phone on and they look at it as a way to get free money. Like, hey guys, donate, please donate, and that's what the whole stream's kind of about. I mean, there's sort of a balance there somewhere,
Do you not find though that there are some streams you go on, and I mean no disrespect to them, but there's a limit. Like it comes across as to personally disrespectful and lazy if you're sitting there. And I have been on some channels, and again, I'm not trying to be nasty, but sitting there literally, come on, I need just $60 more. I mean, but it's for stuff like, I don't know. It's the most trivial stuff. I need a new PlayStation game or something. I mean, have you not seen them kind of streams? And I'm literally banging my head on the wall because not only are they talking about it, they've got other like moderators in their chat posting it. They've got their Nightbot doing it. And it's like literally every other freaking thing you see in chat is give me money. And I literally just bugger off.
Well,
I'm going, boom, gone.
Some people go live a lot just to simply try to get money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really, they just literally, they'll go live like 5, 6, 7 times a day, hoping every time they go live, they'll get a donation.
Yeah. Like
You've seen that cab, right?
Yeah.
You can't live your life expecting to have people just toss shit at you.
Well, I think what builds the expectations is everybody sees the bigger YouTubers, but what they don't realize is that these bigger YouTubers have multiple streams of income. Okay? So you don't see the bigger YouTubers going live expecting super chat after super chat. Okay, they're getting it off their AdSense, and even they don't make as much as you think. Okay. But what you don't see is on the outside, they also have their merchandise. They also have other platforms that they use. You know what I mean? So they're building ad revenue from other platforms as well, or audience.
Patreons, or their join button.
Another part of that people don't see is a lot of those big YouTubers that got that way.
Mm-hmm.
They take a big portion of that money that they're getting and they put it into their next video.
Exactly. It costs money to make those videos. It's not like they're just collecting this money and living off this money. They're doing what they're doing to give you the content that you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some channels, look at Lou. I mean, he goes out and explores. If he takes a trip somewhere, that's gas. And he's got to have good equipment. He can't have a cell phone he's got to have some good equipment,
Hell, everybody has to start somewhere. And what people don't understand is as you grow and as you get bigger, you do need to up your game. But that's not your viewers' responsibility.
Some people try to up their game before it's time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I see that a lot where I'll see a YouTube channel that's got 100 subscribers and they already got merchandise. They're already merchandising themselves, and no one even knows what they're even about.
No,
and they're already got merchandise. Like
I'm guilty of it with the OBS. I think with OBS on my channel, I've got it to work for me, but there's still, I got to get a better computer to be able to do everything that like greenbaywacky does with the moving backgrounds. I can't run moving backgrounds. It takes up too much CPU, and I can't get it to work. It'll lag me out. So I'm limited on the OBS as to what I can do. I've tried to bite off more than what my computer could chew to try to, make everything better as fast as possible. And now I'm learning the limitations of what I can and can't do because of the computers, processors, and the bandwidth that I have to work with and things like that. So I'm guilty of that. I went out, I jumped right into OBS thinking, oh, this is going to work first time out. Oh, it didn't. There was a lot of failures first time out with OBS. There was a lot of lags. There was a lot of times where I ended up lagging out so bad that I shut down the stream and just bare bones stripped it down and streamed through Hangouts.
Yep.
No. There's been a lot of failures along the way. Do I have any regrets? No, because it was a learning process. And, it's all part of the learning process on YouTube that you have to go through.
Now, granted, I tried OBS, but that was when Hangouts was going, and I'm cheap. I just don't want to pay for Zoom because, for me, I've got a family of my own, so I'm not ready to take that money away from my family to put into my YouTube just yet. I can make do with what I have. Like, even our web camera isn't our webcam. Like, Ghost gave us this webcam. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm lucky to have friends and have a community that loves what I do, that's willing to support, but as for running OBS to have like these backgrounds and that, it's not me. My computer can't do it. I know it can't do it. And let's be honest, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing with that shit. Okay.
Well, Video Calling Show said he did that with less than 100 subscribers. He's like, yep, I jumped into merchandise when I didn't even have 100 subscribers.
Honestly, I did my merchandise when I hit 1,000. Once I hit 1,000, that's when I came out with my merchandise.
Yeah, I got to revamp all my merchandise.
I'm a firm believer in paying it forward, and I have gotten a lot of help with my channel. And that's why JoJo got the webcam from me, because somebody actually sent me a webcam.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like when we have the means to help out, like if I have extra after somebody's donated and I've gotten what we were meant to get with that money, I go back to the community and I go to the YouTubers that I believe in and I super chat them. It's not a lot, usually about maybe I think $5 is the most I've ever donated, because I just don't have that money. But whatever's left over from my donations goes right back to the community.
And by the way, Debbie Woden, hello, by the way. And just so everyone knows, we got to do it, Ghost.
Marcel Harding, it's rumored, does have a painting channel of some sorts. I don't know. Not sure.
Did you say he's got a painting channel?
I think so. I think so.
It's not ASMR.
I don't think it's ASMR.
He doesn't do voiceover work or anything like that. He's not going to bankrupt me on YouTube, right?
Well, it's rumored he likes sausages too. Like.
Yeah, sorry. He's a good painter too. He's down in New Zealand. Yeah. Sorry.
Is he in the chat then?
Yeah, Marcel Harding.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Marcel Harding, don't you? Not a great gamer?
Marcel Harding, sorry, he does still pictures and art. That's what he always used to post all the time.
Yep.
He ain't done it in ages. I missed that.
Yeah, Bossy says you can have all the bells and whistles. If you don't have great, unique content, then it's a waste. That's what Cap 7 said earlier. He said he knows people that have gone and bought that have money and they buy the highest end everything, but they can't make it work because they're not interesting. Brian G. Johnson, I'm always bragging him up. Guys, if you don't know Brian G., awesome YouTuber. He's going to have a silver play button in a matter of a month or two, I'll bet. He's at
Brian G. Johnson does a lot of it. You guys got to go over there and check out.
You got to check him out. Tell him Wacky sent you.
He has got videos on how to grow your channel, how to make money on YouTube. I mean, he's got videos for everything over there. It's a fountain of information. Definitely go over to Brian G. Johnson's channel. Hit that bar, ding that bell, drop the like, leave comments.
And let me give you a couple clues about Brian G. Johnson when you get over there. If you want to get noticed, because you have an interest in him, he loves poodles because he's got poodles. And he always says, do you dig? So always tell him that you dug it. And Brian G. went from 33,000 subscribers to 94,000 this year. Now that's some serious growth. But the reason I brought him up, he made a video about having charisma. And you guys had mentioned having a personality. So that's all I'm going to say. You know what I think I should do?
Why'd you disappear, Wacky?
Oh, I just was for fun. I mess around with that. Sometimes there's two wackies. Someone asked me if I knew the settings and all that, and I'm like, of course. I just goof around with it. Sometimes I just like to have two. You know what I think I should do? I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm a cheesehead, can you dig it? Well, that's Wisconsin cheese. Can you sing it, not wing it? I tell you, it's a breeze. Go Swiss, or mozzarella, or cheddar and Colby Jack. I'm a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Hey people, that's a fact. Here it comes, the sick cheese wrap.
Pizza Mona Lisa real style, spend a while, make you smarten up the dial, gonna go the extra mile. Cheddar, it's better than you ever ate. Go Swiss and pepper jack, hey, it all tastes great. You shred it, you get it, you grate it, I ate it, it melted, I smelt it, you dealt it, I felt it, I wrapped it, I zapped it, and trapped it, and it's gone.
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
Lots of cheese that we eat like ricotta and a body, and it's blue just for you, and Gouda that's so good. We got feta, it's better. Mustard, it's a mustard. Asiago, provolone, parmesan, so you know so many flavors in our cheese. Cause I'm saying that it's absurd. I promise that we're not. There's just so many cheese words.
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from I'm just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Cheesehead from Wisconsin. I'm just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. My social media is blowing up my mind. I'm going crazy with my social media. My social media is blowing up my mind. My computer is melting down, just like my mind. My social media is driving me crazy every time that I get online. Follow me on Facebook. Let's do Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. WhatsApp, Snapchat, Messenger, and all of that. My mind is getting crushed, just like a tin can. Social media meltdown. I can't respond to all the messages I found. Social media meltdown. I'm a Gucci guy, I got it going on. Gucci guy, I got it going on. Gucci guy, I'm not wearing a thong, but I'm a Gucci guy. I can freestyle like the best of them. I'm a rapper, I can get in the crapper. I can rap, I can crap, I can rap. I'm a Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. What you got, what you got, what you got? Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. What you got, what you got? I'm an old guy, but I love to rap. All these young people, they're just full of crap. They got crap, but they rap. They make the trending section on YouTube. I'll go viral and I'll get a jet plane. It doesn't matter, it's all the same. Money, money. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. One hit wonder, I'll take it all the way. To the trending section, do it today. I'll go viral and I'll get a payday. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. Show me the money. Yeah, I got honey. Look at me. I look like a bunny. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. What you got? 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 I got a freestyle flow that everybody knows. And everyone knows where it goes. Goes to the trending, goes to the viral, goes to the Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. I ride it all to the sky in my jet plane, Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy.
Directly.
Live, we're live. Okay, we're live. Had to run
Gucci guy.
Yeah, I had to run some videos there just to break it up a little bit. And I just want to reiterate and thank everyone that's come for this topic. We maybe got a few more things to hit on, and that'll be about it.
There was one thing that I wanted to make sure to say. Make sure you get over to Lou Rock's channel and donate as much money as you possibly can.
There you go.
I'm doing a fundraiser for $86,000.
Hey,
and
I got an idea, but go ahead.
$86,000. I'm requesting $1,000 donations and up, please. If you don't have $1,000 and up, just you can't be part of this.
Oh my goodness!
Remember,
wow.
Remember, I want you to remember this. You owe me. Okay.
You owe me.
And yeah, I'll be expecting this immediately. Thank
you. My goodness. Oh my goodness gracious! Wow.
In 2 weeks' time, he'll be down in Florida sucking down on a margarita.
Oh yeah. Well,
I just got an email saying that Dog Cam is no longer going to sponsor Question Everything.
I am freaking ruined.
Oh my goodness.
I am ruined.
Yep. Due to the views of Lou Rock on Green Bay Wacky's live stream, Dog Ham is no longer going to sponsor the show, Lou.
I'm ruined.
Hey, I had an idea. I'm going to ask the panel this, and then I'll ask the chat this. Well, I just thought before, a few more minutes life left in this topic. Not hours, but what about some of those ideas we talked about for ways to generate some money for the channel, such as, for example, and then I'll ask the chat. Oh, Mudcon, $2 super chat. Not a great gamer is now the hottest.
Everyone says that. I know.
Well, he is also transparent.
Well, we hit on.
Pretty much.
Oh, sorry.
No, Mudcon, it would have been nice, mate, if you sent me that money, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all good.
Wow.
Sweet Jesus Christ.
That was in memory of you. Not a great gamer.
in honor of me.
Well, there's three things we had talked about, so I'll just ask the panel and then I'll ask the chat. The first two were, now this wouldn't apply to everyone, this might apply to me, but the idea of selling thumbnails and banners. What do you think of that idea? Is that legitimate?
That's a business.
I definitely think if you're going to turn your YouTube into a business, that is one way that you can do it.
Yeah,
well, to help support the channel. Like if I were, a lot of people, like how much would you charge to make someone a professional banner?
All right, here, I'm just going to give you a for instance.
Yeah.
And, I sometimes do look for people to make thumbnails for me after editing a long video. Sometimes I just don't have it in me to make that thumbnail, or sometimes it's good to get a fresh perspective and have somebody else make them. I usually, what I've been charged before is it's around $15 for a thumbnail and around $20 for a banner. Those are the prices I've paid.
So you paid $15 for a thumbnail?
Yeah, a lot goes if it's a good thumbnail, and these are very highly recommended people that I've used, and I think it was worth every penny. I
know people that's paid like $50 up to $50 for a banner.
Well, a banner, you've seen how long it can take to make a good banner.
Yeah.
And at 20, I don't even know if I could do it for $20. If it was going to be a basic good banner that I could make in, let's say 30 minutes to an hour, But man, if they start getting nitpicky, I want this moved and change this and that. You could spend 5 hours doing a banner somewhere.
Well, that's part of the catch. Some of these people that do this, they'll give you their pricing system and they'll tell you, listen, if it's way more
In depth.
if it's way more in depth, I am gonna have to charge you more for it. I've experienced that as well. But yeah, there's a big business out there, and there's a lot of people out there looking for people to put out, quality thumbnails and banners for them.
I've actually been thinking about redoing my banner. I'm thinking like trees in the background and like glowing letters.
Yeah. That's kind of funny because I've been seeing that around on YouTube a lot there, Ghost Mafia.
So does everyone on the panel think that that's legit to offer that to people?
I do.
I think that's already a business model that's used for a lot of people.
Okay, because I might put it on my website, like, an actual option on my greenbaywacky.com to buy a banner or buy a thumbnail.
There's channels out there that sell crystals. There's channels out there that sell jewelry that they make. There's channels out there that sell paintings that they do. There's channels out there that, just literally consultant channels where you can go to them and say, hey, I'll pay you $20. You give me some ideas for my channel.
Yeah.
Well, the reason so that's the one thing. So that's legit. And Mudcon just said Cab 7 is hot too and did a $2 super chat. Thanks, Mudcon.
Well, one thing before you move on, you got to think those thumbnails are one of the most important ways to get people to click on your videos. So do you want a good one or do you want a mediocre one? Now, I'm not that good at making thumbnails. So sometimes, I will go and outsource it to somebody else.
So that would be legit. Okay, that's one way. By the way, we lost Recycle Dude. He did say he was trying to reboot his computer. He's having some technical problems. So I'll ask the chat then. Offering thumbnails and banners for sale for a fee, would you agree that would be a legitimate way to help try to fund your channel? Like that wouldn't be...
Yeah. I mean, if you're offering a service, then yeah, it is.
Okay, so that's one thing I might do then. Now, the other thing we had talked about were private consultations, channel reviews, things like that. Because if you don't know this, in your creator's studio, there was a video recently. There's a big channel, and YouTube obviously endorses this video because it was in your creator studio. And the big channel said he makes money doing one-on-one private consultations with people.
I can do that.
Whether it be channel reviews or ideas or, would that be legitimate to charge someone to, give them your opinions like that in a private consultation? He said he has a lot of repeat customers, people that come to him every week to go into for ideas and things like that.
I think providing people services is definitely a legitimate way of making income on your channel. If you're providing a service, you're keeping up to your end, you're giving what you're selling. I think it's definitely legit.
Well, Night Train FPV says it's legit, but cheesy service. If they are real creators, they'll learn to do it by themselves.
Well, and there's the thing. If you let's say you had a business in town. Let's say you run a catering truck, okay? Roach Coach. Now, you want to advertise. But you don't know how to about making a commercial. You might actually hire a consultant to give you some ideas on what kind of a commercial would be tasteful to that demographic, okay? And then you take some of the ideas that they give you, take some of the ideas that you have, you mesh them kind of together to get the both worlds, and then you come up with something and you put that commercial out, and then you pay to have it aired on, public television or, local channels like your local news outlets or your local ABC, CBS outlets as an advertiser. Okay. But you went to a consultant. You paid a consultant fee and he gave you some ideas. He may even gave you some people to talk to about, ideas as well.
Now-
or gave you some for instances of where, reference type material that he's done before.
Now, I want to address something Juxtapose said, and then two other things. Mudcon. Okay, Mudcon's girl said JoJo is the best.
Aw, thank
And
you.
Southern Belle is
I
leaving.
love her.
Again, Southern Belle, thank you for the other day, that donation. It did go through. Thank you, by the way. I just want to say that one more time. Now, Juxtapose proposed this. They said it says, I feel people will only take paid advice from bigger channels. So Juxtapose is saying
Sometimes.
they're not going to pay a small channel to give them advice.
I've given advice to so many channels, and even JoJo can testify to this. There's been channels that I said, you should do cooking streams. They do a cooking stream. They get hellacious views. 10 times as many views as they would do on their regular video. I say, do a weather stream. You'd be good at it. He got 1K views his first time out. I've given advice to so many channels like this, and it's been successful advice. I can cite the channels that I've given advice to that's been successful. And yeah, I could definitely pull off being a YouTube consultant for ideas.
But I think you are an idea man, Ghost. By the way, your title that you picked the other night when we were in this hangout the other night trying to title my live stream, and we were throwing all the, how about this, how about this, how about that? Finally, Ghost.
Good YouTubers gone bad.
When that video uploaded, Ghost, it had I think it was 585 views or something. It's over 1,000 now in a matter of 2 days.
Nice.
So that title, I don't know. Shout out to Ghost for picking that title.
Your title and your thumbnail are the most important parts of getting people to come and click on your video and watch them. Then it's up to you to make something that they're not going to get mad because they clicked on that, because it could be a reverse effect where you put an amazing thumbnail up and a great title, but you don't touch on anything that's in the thumbnail.
I know.
And then people feel ripped off and they're like, well, I'm not going to watch another video and get ripped off like this. So the thumbnail and the title are the most important part of getting the people there, but the content itself, you need to make sure that it matches up with the title in the way of making people happy. They clicked that button and clicked on that title.
Yeah, even
and
if
the third part of that is the tags. You've got to load that tag full, and it's got to pertain to that video.
Yeah. I had a friend the other day. I said, I'm going to kick your ass, man. I'm going to say who the friend is. But I was looking over his tags, and he had PewDiePie, T-Series, all that stuff. I said, dude. Oh, it's a dude. Okay, well, that's all you know. But I said, get those out of your freaking video. Your video doesn't have anything to do with T-Series or PewDiePie. That's old school clickbait kind of tag trick. And I said,
that you can get in trouble for. You can actually get a channel strike for it.
Yes, people try to ride that wave all the time. Well, if I put PewDiePie in there, if I put,
Well, the trick is that if you put PewDiePie in there, you have to say something about PewDiePie's channel or mention his name during the stream so that there's at least, it's valid that there was a reference to PewDiePie in the video. If you don't mention him at all in a video, but you got him in the tags, that's...
Well, clickbait, borderline, Brian G. Johnson said you should do that. He said that. He actually said, I'm sorry it's come to this, but you almost have to walk the fence where you're almost, at the clickbait, but you're not quite there. I did one the other day where it said, I need your help. And it said horrible accident, right? And and the video was me I went to a plastic surgeon, and I used Snapcam, and I said, and he was on Craigslist, so it was a joke. But even though it was sort of borderline clickbait, the video itself was exactly what the title said. I said, I need your help. I got to find this plastic surgeon. So it was just a play on words, that's all.
I have a message. I have a message for you, Green Bay Wacky.
Yeah.
You better pay back the loan sharks that you borrowed that money from. because they said next time your head isn't going in the vice. You're going in the oven.
You're gonna swim with the fishes.
But, I wanted to say
And
something to Juxta.
I don't work for them, by the way. I'm just relaying a
You
message.
just really
I do.
Well, I wanted to say something to elaborate on what Juxtapose said, that people might not pay for advice from a smaller YouTuber. Two things I would say. Number one, if you were going to try to get it from a bigger YouTuber, it might be very expensive.
That's true.
Well, that and it's harder to get a hold of the bigger ones because they are so big.
I remember, now this isn't a YouTuber, this is a celebrity, but Corey Feldman, for a short time, I think he stopped. He was selling cameos, he would record something on his cell phone, give it to you, and then you could show it to your friends and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like $250 or $300 for like 30 seconds.
They're still doing. Actually, there's
It's a service. I know they are.
Okay, so Video Call-In Show says, wait, Ghost Mafia, YouTube themselves say that they don't put much stock in tags anymore. vidIQ even tested it and learned that they don't change search results when the title and description.
Well, there's some truth to that, and the reason being, a lot of Styx did a video on this. He's a big YouTuber that I've been turned on to by someone. I forget who turned me on to him. I think it was Zara, actually, Paranormal White Noise. And his conclusion is that YouTube is in priority mode right now on the algorithm, meaning they're prioritizing all the channels by size and views and all that. So in the past, you could load up with, you could get on a trending subject, for example, a small channel. You could make the trending on the front page of YouTube if you were there first. But now the algorithm goes through the priority channels and it'll hit all those people before it finally gets to you.
Another thing is you got to think.
We can either confirm or deny that.
You got to think a lot of these tags have been so overused.
Mm-hmm.
They're flooded and they're useless because they've been used to the 10th degree. They're not good anymore.
Yeah,
we actually tested the theory. Me and Anarchy Jack, Colorado Explorers, one night. She said to me, she says, well, I put up a video, but it doesn't get a whole lot of views. I said, well, if you want to do a video that you'll get a whole lot of views, you want a trending topic or an annual trending topic, a trending topic that comes back around every year. I said, for instance, now, when we had this conversation, it was like the wolf blood moon was going on that night. I said, go out there, take 10 minutes of footage with your phone, just staring up at the moon, and title it Rare Wolf Blood Moon, and make sure that you put it in the tags. She got more hits on that. That's like her second highest video view next to her Oh My Gosh video.
I think what YouTube
it worked.
I think what YouTube's algorithm is rewarding is videos that are, or channels that have videos that are getting watched through. Like you're putting up videos that are getting watched, a long portion of it. And then you have multiple videos you're building a track record of like videos being watched to get out to suggested. I think that's the way I heard it explained once. And that's why I said that sub for sub stuff actually kills the channel, because when you click on a video for 10 seconds to say, good job, showing support, and then you click off, you in the electronic algorithm, your channel sucks.
I want to say something.
Yeah, read Mudcon's thing too, Cab, when you get a chance.
I want to say something to Mudcon. Mudcon, have a Coke and a smile. Thank you for buying me this Coca-Cola. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
I've got RC tonight.
See, I have to agree with June because she's saying her top videos don't have tags. And it's the same with mine. My top videos, none of them have tags.
Well, they say you're supposed to do sentences in the tags so that the algorithm picks up a sentence versus, I don't know. I personally think that, my personal opinion is that YouTube keeps talking about tags and thumbnails and all that stuff to kind of divert the fact that they've actually changed their algorithm. They want to put it on you, not them. Sorry, YouTube. That's just what I think.
what I use as like my biggest formula for tags to work
See you, Guyana, by the way.
is to make tags that nobody else is using, and things. I try to come up with stuff that I know that people are searching, but that hasn't been used a million times.
That's what TubeBuddy does when you're supposed to explore tags, and they'll tell you if they're good for your channel or poor for your channel.
I know a certain few YouTube channels that they used the location that they were in, their city and state, and because it was that city and state was searched a lot of times, that channel ended up actually getting very big from just one video. And
I have videos like that. There are almost up to 1,000 views already, and I never thought it would be a video that would ever reach 1,000 views. It's like a spirit box session at a local cemetery, but because I put the city, the county, the state, all the demographic information in there with it, yeah, it's absolutely right. It blew up. It's a local legend in that area, and people were searching it, and it comes up. It does get hit by the searches a lot.
I'm going to say it again. I know it's off topic, but I'm going to just throw this out to the chat. One thing that's helped me a lot lately, I'm getting more video views because I'm actually staying on top of all my comments from the people that leave me comments. I know it's off subject, but I've noticed a big increase in video views and watch time from just getting back to people in a timely manner. I'm doing my comments 2-3 times a day, so I'm never really behind more than the longest I got behind was like 17 hours once.
I've tried to take advice from the bigger channels that I know, and I've seen a bigger channel when I first met them. They said, all right, well, now I'm gonna go respond to my comments, and now this is a really big channel, and this person sat down for well over, it was like 2.5 hours of just comments. And yes, comments can definitely be a big deciding factor. Think about it. Who are you more likely to support and actually, go out of your way to share something for that person when they're actually showing you love? They're responding to what you're saying. They're having conversations with you. They're interacting with you. That's a giant part of growing.
Yeah, the one thing I used to do and what I do now is if I upload a video, not so much live streams because I don't get a ton of comments on lives because the live chat pretty much says it all. Did we even say hi to the Simple Joys, Grant? Holy crap, Simple Joys, sorry. They got a viral video going, by the way, guys, Cow Rescue. Grant, I'm sorry I didn't say hi. And High Country Fly Life. But what I do is when I upload a video, I sit there at the computer for the first hour. I sit there answering the comments as they're coming in so I don't get behind on them, because I used to upload a video and walk away from it. And
there was some rumors going around a couple months ago, Green Bay, and this is when all that the rumors of them taking the likes and the dislikes away, and remember all that stuff? They were talking about taking the comments away too at that point, but it all turned out to be rumors, or they've never done anything with it yet, but they have kind of hidden your sub count a little bit. They vagued it out. They round it. So if you're like if you scroll down on your video right now, it's not going to give you your exact sub count. It just says 6K.
Could be at like 5,800 and they'll round you up to 6K.
Yeah. So it's like they actually have to go onto your channel to be able to see your actual sub count or into your social blade. That was the only thing that they really changed anything on. But there was a big debate on whether they should keep the likes and dislikes, and that's when all the botting dislikes and all that shit was going around too. So I don't know what they ever decided on that, but we still have our likes and dislikes, and if you want to hide them, you have that choice in your advanced settings. But
I know. I'm bring it on. I'm like, I show them. I show my likes, my dislikes, and my sub count. I'm like, that's just me. Everyone's got a different opinion on that. I don't care if it shows that I got 20 dislikes or 30. Bring it on, man. Bring it on, trolls or haters. Come on. That's just me. Nina Landis, good to see you, by the way. But, yeah. Oh, the one thing, okay. Before this winds down, because I think we covered all this stuff in this live stream. You know what we were talking about with that thing for the supporters and the private calls? Can I poll the audience for that? What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, so there's 50 people in here. Just curious, we're trying to get creative on ways to, help fund our channel. Not to get rich, be millionaire. I mean, actually just keep the channel going.
Forget you. I want to be rich.
Yeah, well, whatever. Well, you know what, though? Making money allows you to help people, though. There is truth to that.
Honestly, this is the thing, though. Joking aside,
Yeah.
I want to be rich, but I don't want to be rich for me. I want a comfortable life, but I want to be able to help others.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes. Because I see, oh, man, a lot of these big YouTubers, they get really big, like these kids, Oh, my goodness, they got these 40-room mansions and Lamborghinis and Mercedes and all this shit.
I don't want to.
Come on, man.
I don't want a big house because that just means more cleaning.
I can take this house for the rest of my life. Or if I got a different one, it would be similar to this one. A regular is good. So, okay, there's 50 people in here just before we had talked about this. I'm just curious, I'm going to ask the chat this if everyone's listening. We had thought about, now, even though we're not that big of YouTubers, some people, we thought about like doing a private Zoom call once a week or once every 2 weeks or something for your top PayPal donators, like where you just come in and hang out for an hour or something. And just as a way to help support the channel. And they maybe have a criteria where anyone that would donate, what did we say, like $25 in a month or something? Or
Well, and not only that, not only is that going to give something back to the people that donate to your channel, but you might end up on a call with somebody that, well, some of us are a little self-conscious about bringing new people up onto a panel.
Yeah.
And that creates a way for you to get to know new people in a private call and maybe opens up some doors for some smaller YouTubers that might not have had the chance to get up on a panel otherwise. So you get to know them. And then once you get to know him, you're like, oh, yeah, he was in my call there a week ago. Yeah, bring him up here. Send him a link,
But it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be, I want to make sure I'm clear on this. It's not like saying to someone, I'm too good for you to talk to you unless you pay me. It's not like that. It's more like I'm going to spend more time on my channel in this other way to try to, it's not like that. It's just more like a thank you for helping support the channel, a special little backstage kind of thing. Because rock stars do that. They sell backstage passes and things like that.
VIP access and yeah.
Well, you think about it, like I've had other YouTubers that are like, I've messaged you and you haven't responded. Sometimes I can't get to everyone. You know what I mean? Like I put the channels that I associate the most, and I know this sounds bad, so don't take it this way, but the channels I associate the most with are the ones that get my time.
Yeah. Well, Juxtapose says, I've seen Patreon perks with private calls with the creator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm okay with that, Sandra DTV. It's customer appreciation, VIP. I'm just seeing if would that be taken in the wrong way. I'm just kind of.
Well, I guess it all depends on the person, right? I mean, everybody's gonna have their own way of looking at it. Like some people get mad, like there's creators out there that only mod people that are Patreons or that join their channel. You know what I mean? And that's their perk is if you join my channel and you're doing a monthly subscription to me, you can be my mod. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. It's just that's how they do it.
Well, Bryce from New Zealand says it's a good idea, but it could be taken as I have to pay you to talk to you. Fuck that. But I'm only talking about a personal video call. Anyone can always message me on Twitter or they can email me and I'll respond back to them. I'm just talking about, as an
That's all
option.
right. He doesn't respond back to me. Don't let him.
Doesn't bloody respond back to me either. I have to go and hide outside his house for days and days.
Not a great gamer. We need to team up because Wacky's like giving us the raw end here.
Maybe we could save on heating bills if we share a tent. Jesus Christ, it gets cold out there.
Right?
Yeah.
Davros says if someone is going to take it bad, they likely weren't going to do it anyway.
Well, that's just it. Like
Herman gets free access, he says, so he doesn't need to.
Hey, but like you were saying with the Patreon, okay, they only mod the Patreons. Now, see, I don't agree with that.
no, not just no. I don't mean just the Patreons. I mean, I've seen channels that will mod people that do Patreons, but then if you're a gaming channel, you have the whole join my channel thing, right?
Right.
So when they're monetized, you can actually subscribe to their channel, and then you can actually opt in to pay like $4.99 a month, and you get special perks. No, you get special perks like you do if you were a Patreon. But
see, if I was going to do a Patreon,
I saw it. Hold on, the channels that I saw it were modding, took away all their regular mods, and then modded the people that were Patreon and the people that hit the join my channel.
that'd be like greenbaywacky telling me, "Well, you can't be a mod anymore unless you, pay me $5 a month. Then you can be a mod." Even though I've been here for supporting his channel and all this time, and I drop links, and I do my job, but it's like, I don't know. I couldn't do that. I couldn't say, well, I'm dropping all of my mods, and if you want to be a mod, you'll have to join my Patreon because that's one of the perks of the Patreon.
I'm sorry, Lulu.
That's what I mean. To each their own, though. I'm just saying that's what some of the channels do.
I know that there's channels out there that watch me that are starting out just the way I did. They might even be on a dumpster dive computer themselves. You know what I mean? They don't have the extra money to be shelling out $5 a month to support my sorry ass. And I don't expect that. So that's why I've never done a Patreon. I've
I've had a Patreon a long time, but I don't push it,
I mean, if I did, the only perk that I could really give them is like like Green Bay is talking about doing an after call type thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that to my mods that I have now, or the people that supported my channel from the start that may not have the money to be paying me $5 a month for what I do. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, video call-in show.
Like some of the perks though, for like a membership, for example, though, you can do like custom emojis, can't you? So the ones who pay, and also they've lowered it as well. It's not just on YouTube. £5 a month membership. I think they're doing a $5 in America, of course.
Well,
you're doing a $1.99 one now as well, which I think is actually pretty good.
Well, you're talking about the membership button, which is different than Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon is its
still
own
paying, isn't it? That's what I mean. You're still
it is. It's a similar service. It's a
same concept.
Same concept. It's just a little bit different because the members button is through YouTube. Patreon is through Patreon. It's a separate service.
Yeah, secondary source. Yeah.
Hey,
I just found it hard to keep. I had to shut my Patreon down because I found it hard to keep up with those extra obligations while doing everything else.
Yeah.
And if you're an honest person and you're not keeping up to your end of the bargain, I mean, that's just kind of person I am. That's why I turned it off for now. Maybe I might do it later, but
I want to say this to Divine K. Raven. She said, I'm sad that I can't donate to any of my favorite YouTubers, but I'm glad that I can smash the like button and share their vids. Divine K. Raven, that is support. That is support. It's, when it comes to money, it's like if people feel moved because, number one, they can afford it. I would never ask anyone to donate to my channel or anyone else's if you can't afford it. I mean, that you don't, not like that. That's for people that feel moved in their heart because they believe in the channel or what we're doing. So don't ever think that, ever, never, never. Thank you for being here. You are supporting big time.
And remember my $87,000 fundraiser. Don't forget to check that out.
All leather, right, Lou? Herman the Great.
Plus all the bells and whistles.
$2 super chat saying contributing toward my private Zoom call. LOL. Oh, and by the way, the Redneck Connection says that's how you can use Patreon. Green Bay Wacky private stream.
Yep, private.
Oh, by the way,
stream,
Lulu, we didn't
early
read her
access.
comment. Lulu said, oh, what did she say? She said, oh, it was a funny comment. I get paid a good amount from Cab 7 for modding. It's out, Cab.
I heard that.
So the general consensus is that wouldn't be a bad thing to explore, like a backstage kind of thing for people higher. Okay, all right, I'll think about
I
that.
actually like the backstage idea because, like I said, you're not only giving back to them, but it gives you a chance to get to know some new people, get new and interesting people up on your live streams occasionally from the ones you met from the Patreon call.
Yeah.
Well, I would explain to people, hey, the reason I'm doing this is just to help support the channel. You know, it's just a little perk for people that are willing to go a little bit above and beyond, not a recurring. And there might, be a little criteria like, up to, 20 people, or because Zoom, you can go up to 49 people,
Minimum of 48 month subscription.
No,
Imagine
but you
that.
might have to do a minimum of, of a 25, whatever it would be. All right, I'll think about it.
See, I think that you don't really need a Patreon. You can come up with these perks on your own without a Patreon, without that middleman.
No, I want to do it for PayPal. I want to do it for people that do
Yeah,
PayPal.
that's what I mean.
Yep.
Like,
You want to use Streamlabs then, didn't you? Because Streamlabs, you just click the link, what would be, for example, in your description, and then instead of sending you to Patreon, it takes you to a direct link. They type in the amount they want to pay you, they click send, and it PayPals it over to you. You get every penny. Streamlabs.
Yeah,
Hello,
the
Eric.
Streamlabs direct donate. Yeah.
Well, in a perfect world, Video Call-In Show, he says, no, you want recurring. That would be a perfect world where, jeepers, if you had, 200 or 300 supporters that gave you, $5 a month or something recurring, yeah, that would help,
Well, hold on, though. There is an option with PayPal to do a monthly recurring payment. Because I've seen it.
The one problem that I had with the recurring payment. All right, my Patreon was doing pretty well. The one thing that I had that was against it was, I'm a person that lives, on a budget, on a certain income. Now, when you go to cancel some of these reoccurring payments, they make it almost close to impossible to do. And that's what scared me out of it, is because I actually care about the people that are supporting me. And if their bank account bounces because they weren't able to shut down that recurring payment, because some of these companies, they don't even have a way to do it. Some of them are really, you literally have to call your bank and say, just stop giving them money because they won't take away this recurring payment. Some companies are easier to stop, but I've got recurring payments from last year that I still can't get to shut down. I still can't get them to shut down, and they're hitting me every month.
Video Call-In Show says, how about 4,000 that donate $1 per month? Yeah. See, the thing is, though, if I could ever make that happen, all that means is, hey, I'm going to live stream more. I'm going to be on, I'm going to live up to that. He's
going to buy more hats, guys. He needs it. More hats.
No, I would earn that money. I would earn that. But, we're already full-time anyway, but we could even be more full-time, You could be more full-time.
I don't think my butt can handle more full-time.
I don't know how much more full-time you want me to get there, Green Bay.
I could probably live stream. I could do 2 or 3 times a day every day if I was,
Look, for my 99 cents a month, I want more Insomniac streams.
Yeah. And by the way, I just want to remind everyone in the chat, everything you're hearing here applies to your channel. All that we're saying and all that we're talking about is for your benefit, your information. You can take from this live stream whatever bits and pieces you like and bring it back to your own channel. I'm not literally trying to do this just for my channel. I'm trying to just share the
Yeah,
information.
video Colin said earlier that he was going to use one of the topics we were talking about for his live stream. That's awesome, man. Send me a link.
Could I just interrupt again?
Yes, not a
I
great
know
humor.
it's your channel, Green Bay.
Yeah.
You got to get that man up here one day, mate. Video calling. He's a smart
Jim.
man. He's an ex-serviceman, and
Oh,
he's a fucking good chat. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have swore.
No. He's a veteran, yes, and I was on a panel with Jim with Recycle Dude's channel.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Actually, yes, she was.
It was either yesterday or the day before. He's a very nice guy.
Day before. My bad.
Yeah,
I completely went over my head. Yeah, but he's a proper cool dude. Much love to video calling, Sean.
Yes. I found out he's a veteran. Well, I kind of got refreshed that he was a veteran. And good guy. Yeah, Jim, we'll get Jim up here for sure. I'm going to go over to his streams this week. He does, you can go to his stream and get up on his call-in show. It's Monday, I think it's Sunday through Thursday or Monday through Thursday or something like that, like 10 o'clock at night or something.
Monday through to Thursday, and then I think he does like some Sunday catch-up. But, sorry, I'm kissing his ass now. The man has under 1,000 subs, but holds like 25, 30 people per stream. It's unreal.
What does Lulu mean here? It says, can someone please explain why the emojis have changed in streams? What does that mean?
The emojis have changed?
Are you on a phone, Lulu? Because if you've updated your phone, you might have the new. Mine did that recently, and all the emojis look different. They look more cartoony.
Well, sometimes something weird happens to me in some chats, where I pick certain emojis and they're in black and white. They're not really on my end. Hello, Drone Kings in Darwin, by the way, and Steve Believe Guitar.
Noticed that yet.
It depends on the device that you're using.
Oh.
I'm using one of the Samsung S9, and literally updates itself whenever it goddamn wants and just changes the whole thing. It's ridiculous.
Wow. So here's what I was going to do. We went a little further than I thought. I think we pretty much covered everything on this topic on this stream.
Look at that. I'm so rich. I'm dropping money on the floor.
So
Listen, it's more.
This stream's going to be done in 12 minutes. 12 minutes. So while there's 50 people here, is there someone else we could send a raid to? Is there anyone live that maybe
Little Great Gamer, do you want to go live?
Do you want to go live in 12 minutes?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Any of you guys? Would any of you guys be going live on the panel or no?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Brian said Jam House is live. He's only got 5 in there.
I don't know.
Unless some people want to watch some Gran Turismo, I could start that up. But
I've never heard of Jam House.
You've never heard of Jam House?
No.
And Harmony?
Oh, Harmony. Yeah, I've heard of Harmony.
Okay, that's Jam House and Harmony is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you believe in them?
Jam House is awesome.
Yeah, they're a great place. I mean,
drop their link in the chat. Tell them it's a wacky raid.
Classic rock music and things like that on their streams. You can go in there and just get into the chat, interact, network with people. It's a good place to go hang out.
Can you drop their link in the chat?
I'm getting there.
And don't just drop the link. Say, go over and raid this and say Wacky sent you or something, you know. So, guys, we have another live stream we're going to suggest that you leave and go to. We always like to do that. Cab7 did a raid on my channel today when he ended his stream. That was awesome, Ben. Thank you, by the way. Love you. Drives me nuts. Okay. Talking about the emojis, I think. Bryce from New Zealand said he really loved the panel tonight. Thank you, Bryce.
we
got to catch up, Bryce. Got to catch up.
It's a real random question. Do you guys have, like, bears where you are in North America?
Have what?
Bears.
Bears?
Bears?
Yeah, you know, claws.
Yeah, we have bears.
Well, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me just before we
Really?
before we address this question, I just want to show people what we do have in North America here. Just hold on a sec here.
With Niagara Falls.
No, we do have this. Chat, we do have this in North America.
Gonna be dog ham, isn't it?
Pterodactyl dance. Rawr! Pterodactyl dance. Rawr! Pterodactyl dance. Rawr! Pterodactyl dance. Rawr! Pterodactyl dance. Rawr!
Wait.
Pterodactyl dance. Rawr! Rawr! Rawr!
I was doing the pterodactyl. Yes. I've got to mute this. Sorry, I love this song. I'll be back in 2 seconds. This is the most random shit I've ever seen in my life.
I said
Give
we
us one
do have
sec.
the pterodactyl dance in North America. Oh my goodness. I think someday that's going to go viral. I just do.
They could hear us talking over that.
I know they could. I know they
Oh, well, I
could.
wouldn't,
That's
I
why I
wouldn't
just
have
kind of put
screamed
my
like,
hand up.
I wouldn't have screamed like a kid then. Sorry, I got all excited to listen to it, and all they heard was me screaming. Sorry, everyone.
Guys, if you like the pterodactyl dance and want to help it go viral, share it out. Share it out.
Oh.
Oh, bait the hook. Oh my goodness. Says no. No. Do the dinosaur stomp. That's funny. Well, Jojo is dropping a link, guys, in the chat for another live stream. It's a Harmony and what's the other name?
Jam House.
Jam House, yes. I didn't realize they were sort of intertwined like that. So what you do is go over there, give them a thumbs up. You know, it would really help their channel out. Take a look at what they're doing there. If you like what you're seeing, tweet it out for them. And it's up to you how long you want to stay there. You know, it's up to the host if you like what they're doing, you know. But it's a great way just to drop in and hopefully meet some, a channel maybe you've never been before. And I want to slowly thank everyone that came tonight. Let's start with the panel. Recycle Dude left. Was Recycle Dude the only other one that was up here? Am I forgetting this?
That's it.
Okay. And then Cab7, who's there somewhere. Jojo Walker.
I'm not here.
Unplugged, hashtag Nations 13. And we got Brian. It's like a 2-for-1.
Yeah, he's in the background.
Yeah, that's Brian's Paranormal, by the way. By the way, what's his full... I always call it Brian's Paranormal. Isn't there more attached to the name?
Hashtag Nations 13, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing in between.
Oh,
there.
mate, sorry.
I appreciate that. We are Not a Great Gamer from England. And
Woo!
woo! We got Rockefeller, Lou Rock.
That's Rockefeller.
If you enjoyed the stream tonight, if anyone hasn't hit the like button, just smash the like button. If you liked it, there's no pressure. I want to thank everyone that donated tonight. That was, again, that wasn't the reason for the stream. It's a touchy subject.
Just shut up and take the donations, Greenbay.
But I want to thank everyone. A lot of people did make donations. Thank you for the support of the channel. That was awesome.
It's what Lunatic Dad used to tell me. He'd come in and drop a $20 super chat on me. It's like, oh, Dad, you didn't have to shut up and take it.
Just take it. Well, it does help the channel. But, it does help the channel. And there were some people that did actually donate to PayPal that I was just going to check on that real quick if anyone wanted to if there's any messages or something. I just wanted to say thanks for that.
Make sure you write them names down so you can do your call here next week and do the Zoom go.
Wow. Wow. Somebody donated a lot, actually. But wow. I don't know where that came from. Someone donated $50 to the PayPal. Oh my goodness! Wow. Holy cow!
It was me. It came from my stripper fund.
It was. Let me just see if there's any message there. That was. Oh! Wow. You know what? I think they said to say it too.
They said nudes.
No, I don't think they said not to. Some people are private about that. But
no, Davros said, did they send nudes?
Oh wow, they said to take my wife out to dinner. You're a great man. You and
Aw.
Cab 7 are awesome. God bless you. I think it's okay to say this on. I think they said it. It was AMC.
Aw.
Oh, because I think
AMC
they
is
said
awesome.
something in the chat about checking the PayPal. I apologize if you meant to do it privately. I apologize. I think
No, I saw that super chat. I was in your chat at the time. She said that she donated the $5 super chat, and then she said I donated to the PayPal also.
Yes. Wow. That's. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And guys, if you guys don't know AMC and her husband, not too long ago,
Let's get her link and put it in the chat.
they had a business together that they ran for 40 years. And not too long ago, they had a fire and that business burnt to ground. And they had no insurance. And I did a fundraiser for them on my channel.
I think I did too during a stream.
Help them out. And now obviously they're starting to get back on their feet again, and they're paying it forward. And that's what this community is about, helping each other out and paying it forward. And there you go.
Also,
bravo AMC, bravo.
Also, AMC was a giant supporter for a long while.
Yeah.
Before that ever happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got AMC's channel here. I'm gonna drop, and hey, they didn't do this. They didn't donate for recognition. They didn't. But but I just want to drop their link in the chat. I do. I just wanna.
You know, when June Gall took her walk, and her and Shannon Miller and everybody was in that restaurant sitting down to eat. AMC called the restaurant, and actually there was AMC and JoJo were both on the phone with managers and waitresses at the restaurant trying to get their meal taken care of for nothing. And AMC paid for it while the manager comped the meal, but they kept AMC's money.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I didn't agree with all that, considering the manager had already said that he was going to comp the bill anyway. But the waitress took AMC's money for the dinner, and
That ain't right. I remember that.
I do.
Yeah, that was the waitress. She's like, "Well, I already ran the card, so."
Kind of nullifies the whole process, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank everyone again, the panel, for being here. Thank you for everything, and I hope there was some good information that might give your channel some ideas, because I know I'm not alone in this. We're all wrestling with this thing on YouTube and our channels and all that. I know everyone's at different levels, but I just, again, thank you to the panel. I might be on in a little later, maybe for an Insomniac, maybe. And then they'll just be cutting loose. We don't have to worry about the topic. I actually think we hit a lot of good points tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a great conversation.
And so I want to say thanks to Juxtapose, June Gall. Yes, June Gall says, so grateful for that day with AMC. Yep. Video call-in show, Jim. We'll get him up here one of these next streams. Yeah, Jim's a good guy. Steve Believe Guitar, Chris Soleils, Divine K. Raven, Beth Plant, Davros Von Scaro. I know Lulu Love You. And Jenny Mars.
Davros says, then can we say the 6 words?
No, we're not going to be. No, we've talked about. We're gonna dial it back 6 words or so, Davros. We'll still have fun though.
You know what, Davros? If you PayPal him the $6 and get a Zoom call, you can say the 6 words in the
Oh my goodness! Simple Joys, TN Couponer, Bait the Hook, Erica Thorpe, Divine K. Raven, Redneck Connection, to Zombiefied, Animated Adventures, just to name a few. If I don't say your name, guys, it doesn't mean I don't appreciate you being here. I just, at the end, just try to run up the list a little and just say, whoever I can think of. So I guess I'll just see you on the next stream, guys. Thank you. I hope you take something away from this tonight. If you got here late, watch the first half. It really relates to the topic. Cap 7 hasn't come back yet, but I know he's there. But we did say thank you to everyone on the panel. So, all right, Dog Ham, I guess.
Dog Ham.
Oh, Todd. Thank you, Todd. Yeah, a couple more shout outs to people.
Even though Dog Ham took their sponsorship away, Dog Ham.
Yeah, thanks, Todd. Great stream, great panel. Bossy was here too. I know Bossy was here. And just a few more names I'm just throwing out. And let me just check that participants thing. Maybe I'll see a couple last names that. Yeah, I don't understand that participants, how that works, because I don't know how that works. It's always off. Anyway,
It's way off.
It's way off.
Yep.
Zombified. Okay, see you on the next stream, guys.